Yo, yo, hello. What up, MJ? Yo, Noodles, hello, gaming. What's up, my boy? What's up, my boy? You said balls. Well, it don't matter, Noodles, because MJ said. So, it looks like I'm pinning 50,000 damage. Now, what does that mean? MJ, why don't you tell us about what 50,000 damage means? Is that in reference to Claire Obscure Expedition? Holy shitty! When Mario starting that server? I'm feeling the 2-week Minecraft bitch. I don't even know, Noodles. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. We got a lot of things Mario and I need to do. I have no clue. I have no clue when anything's happening. But I do have a clue what's going on tonight. Final case, final trial. That's what's happening tonight. That's gonna be the entirety of tonight's stream. We could finish the fucking game tonight. Depending on how long or how this goes, we could finish the game tonight. But to be fair, I don't think that's gonna happen. These last case trials and every one of these Ace Attorney games, they go a minute. They go a minute, bro. They're extra long. Because I have a feeling, as per Ace Attorney tradition, you're not solving one case here. You end up solving 2 or 3 in one go. And I have a feeling that's gonna happen. They've been building some shit up. I mean, hell, we already solved one before we even came into trial. We solved the fucking omnibus murder from 2 months ago. We solved that right before we went to trial, the night before. Now we have something else building up. Something about how government secrets have been leaked and private information from like the country of UK is being leaked. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but that's happening in the background. I'm sure that's gonna come up one way or another here. I want to make a comically large farm. An automated farm, Noodles. Yo, Seth, I fucked up an Anjanath so hard he fell off a fucking cliff and got slipped by a Rathian backflip. That's insane. That's insane. You guys think that Roman Reigns is gonna do a Raging Demon? I hope so, man. You think Cody Rhodes is gonna hit a flash kick? Why don't you bring that Bailey over here? Aggressive metal banging. I fucking love that though, I'm not gonna lie. The really good Bailey. I love that shit. I hate it, but I love it. Oh man, okay. Oh, by the way, Seth, yeah, I'm sure you already know anybody who plays Dokkan. Probably just Seth in here, if barely. Dude, the fucking celebration started today, and I got hella lucky, man. With only like 300 stones, I pulled both units. Kinda crazy. Kinda crazy. Cody doesn't hit at least one cross drop. I'm walking out of the theater. He might. He'll have to. He'll have to. Okay, going in, we already got declared guilty, so we left off during the summation examination, which is when we convinced the jury to hear us out and allow the trial to go on just a little bit longer. I'm not there to sway their opinions, you know, say not guilty right now. No, I'm here to just to get a couple of them to say so, just enough to get us going to get the truth, to get to the real truth of this case. See, I'm broke as shit. I'm gonna do 1.50 and see what I get. There's a lot of stones to get too, Seth. I don't know if you turned in your gotcha tickets, the little like for the lottery balls, but the winning numbers are 3 and 7. So if you spent any of your tickets on 3 and 7, you can turn that in at the Baba shop for 15 stones. I fucking went all in on 5 and 7. So I got like 45 stones. Imagine if I would have went all in on 7. Just all 7 tickets on 7. That would have been crazy. I should have done that, but... Only thing I'm pulling is the corn on my pizza. Shit was beautiful. Pizza? Yeah, we talked about that, Noodles. Corn on pizza, bro? I don't know. I don't know. But best of luck to your pulls, Seth. There's a lot of stuff to do, though. Easy A's, the super easy A's are fucking crazy. Fizzujudo Blue, AGO Rose, and the super easy A for that free-to-play Goku Black. Holy shit. Holy moly. I'm just hoping part 2 Omega Shenron is pretty broken, because he's a Dokkan Fest. Alright. The jurors' contentions. Okay? Now let's see why they think we're guilty. Our client is guilty. All of the evidence clearly points the finger of guilt at this young pickpocketing. As a housemaid, I should like to see all filthy eyesores promptly and rigorously eliminated. I think you'll find that if you look at that photograph in stereo, the truth will just pop out. If I have left it in there, I should think there will be repercussions by now. I don't know what this... Mind made up, stop. Global radio transmission of a verdict to follow, stop. This bastard. In Motherland, we say never judge by clothes, judge by head. I am convinced brothers are innocent. Yeah, this dude being here is... Yeah. The circumstance of the crime and the evidence do indeed implicate the defendant rather comprehensively. The storeroom locked from the inside, in which the victim and the accused were discovered alone. And in the accused's hand, the fatal revolver, the firing of which was heard by these witnesses. Not to mention this print. Yeah, that is damning. Ticket from a chap who's seen action on the battlefield. That young girl's on the verge of pulling the bally trigger. Yeah, that's horrible trigger discipline. Never have your finger on that shit unless you're ready to just murk somebody, which she probably was. For reference, it was not just corn, it was also hot sauce in the pizza. See, hot sauce in the pizza is fine. That's actually not bad noodles, but you were possessed by a ravenous demon, so I'm not gonna lie, that happens. That shit do be happening. Yo, what up, Ben? What up? Thanks a lot, Mr. Sholmes. Oh dear, Hurley's cameras were supposed to help, not hinder. I'm afraid I think you'll have an uphill struggle ahead of you. But Gina didn't shoot Mr. Windybank. Which means there's more to this situation that we've yet to see. Agreed. You have the floor, counsel. Proceed with the summation examination. Here we go. I love this thing. Look at how dashing we look. We're so ready. We're ready for battle. The defense's rebuttal. Okay, just kidding. You got me, Ben. You got me. You got me. Okay, I was eating all kinds of stuff. Like what? All the evidence clearly points the finger of guilt at this young pickpocket. Okay. Let's see. As a housemaid, I would like to see how much to go on there. This guy, though, he says, I think you find that if you look at the photograph in stereo, the truth will just pop out. The photograph. Let's take a look at it ourselves. We haven't really... Okay, let's take a look. So, yep, she's got the gun there. She's ready. Poor Windybank looks scared. You know, this lantern is not broken. And it was when we got there. So that must have happened after this. What does this say, I wonder? Can't really see. There's the cat photograph right there. Autopsy report. What's on the table? That's like something else right there. This is a Skulkin Brothers gun. Let's examine this. So there's ammunition still loaded in 5 of this revolver's 6 cylinders. Yes, which tells us that only a single shot has been fired from it. Exactly. The bullet that hit Hurley, in fact, isn't it? Yes, it happened almost as soon as we'd walked in through Windybank's door. I'll make those brothers pay. Agreed. Nothing really seems off. Nothing really seems off. Big gun, though. Holy moly, that is a big gun. Okay. Let's see. From the McGilded case now. Pawnbroker's ticket. I think that's the one we're seeing. Is that the one on the table? No, that's something else. I wonder what that is, man. It's something else on the clipboard. Okay. The cat's tail. The little hand is behind the cat. Let's take a look at this one. Same thing, just slightly different. This is gonna be a thing. This is gonna be a clue for sure. Oh, look at that. Am I tripping, or I don't see the cat's tail? The cat's tail looks like it's actually like on the floor. It's not up in the air like the rest of these ones. This one's in the air. Oh, well, it's kind of blending in with the snowman. Oh, okay. It's a poor quality. I can't tell. Let me just do a double check. It looks different. Okay, let's just move on. Let's just move on. I had marshmallows, chips, leftover shrimp, sausages, some raw spinach. Damn, Noodles, you weren't kidding. You were possessed. Kazuma will be... Dude, Kazuma is like legit smiling at us, man. We've come so far. Oh, fuck. Don't make me sad. Don't make me sad, Noodles. I need to figure out where the fuck to get goldite ore. Some things I'm missing. Goldite ore, edge map, that's on some fuck fur, hard fur, whatever it's called. Oh, you get that from breaking his back. You gotta break his fucking back, bro. Yeah. There's fur on his back. What the hell is this old man talking about? Can we press him?
Hold it!
What exactly have you been muttering about all this time, sir? You keep talking about having left something somewhere or something like that. Ah, so sorry. As you can probably tell, I'm a surgeon. A surgeon? That totally passed me by. Of course, people conducting surgery in this country aren't considered to be doctors, oh no. Even though me and my kind are at the forefront of medical science, the real brains in the field. So, what is it that you think you've left behind? Ah, well, that's a little embarrassing, to be honest. You see, I was operating on someone yesterday. Standard thing. Went in through the abdomen. Sir, did you operate on... Is this the dude that cut up Sholmes? But when I finished the procedure, I couldn't find my scalpel anywhere. What? Did he... Surely not. Exactly, surely not, you say to yourself, don't you? Worrying, isn't it? That's what's been troubling me this whole time. Could I really have left my scalpel inside of the fellow's belly? No, of course I couldn't. So, there you have it. Like I said, a little embarrassing, really. That's one way of putting it. The other is manslaughter. It's exactly my concern, and seeing as this case appears to be all but sewn up, I need to focus on trying to remember exactly what I've sewn up elsewhere. Now, I'm sure I made sure everything was back as it should be. Well, as sure as you can be without being sure. Okay. I'm sure you need to be more sure. I actually just breakfast for ramen. Nice, Seth. Sounds like everybody had a pretty good day. That's dope, man. I'm glad. Pretty good Sunday. Sholmes has a scalpel in his shoulder. Well, he said he went through somebody's abdomen, so maybe it wasn't Sholmes. I think he was shot through the shoulder. We might have to press everybody because nothing's really standing out right now. Let's start from the top. Alright, sir.
Hold it!
You're Mr. Natsume's landlord, Mr. Garridim, aren't you? We really must stop meeting like this. Ah, you're that lawyer chap. Well, there's a turn-up for the books. Yes, rather a turbulent time we had back then. Some extraordinary events took place at your house, that's for sure. Luckily, Mr. Sholmes and I were able to get to the bottom of it all. I think we did rather a lot for you, didn't we? I mean, obviously. I wouldn't be suggesting that therefore you should change your leaning to not guilty or anything. Can't be denied, I suppose. The curse of the Garadiv house was the talk of the town after that business. Lodgers moved out, and I couldn't get a bally soul to take up the Tennessees. Oh. Haven't had the heart to break the news to Joni yet. Bad enough that the old girl's clapped up. Damn, she's locked up! Wow, they locked her up for real? Yes, can't be denied. You did do rather a lot. But not for us. That's for Dash certain. I suppose not. Of course. There can be no suggestion of that being the reason I'm leaning towards guilty here, obviously. Obviously, but honestly, I really wish you'd pay more attention to the trial, and less to the juror number 2. Oh, he likes her, huh? Ah, he's already eyeing another woman, this fuck. Ooh, I gotta tell his wife. I beg he is in so much pain. The fuck-ass internet keeps making your stream freeze. I'm sorry, MJ. I'm also live on YouTube if you want to come chill over there. I don't know the right shit. Think about background of a book. A book? And it was interesting. Is that Sokolov at the end? Don't let... Dude, that's the... Dude! This bastard, him being here is no coincidence, and there's gonna be a fucking reason for it. Leave the mouse alone. Let that mouse alone. He is oh, my brain. A fugitive. Remember? He was on the newspapers when we were dealing with the second case. This can't be a coincidence, man. I'm telling you, they're tying everything in. What's with the old moon guy here? He's just a juror. Yo, Now. Hope your night's going well, Now. Hope you had a great Sunday. For real, Noodle, this guy's being a bitch. How dare he? All I have to do is tell his wife. She's gonna smack his ass. Polishing the bench, I see. Again. A maid's work is never done. Not a blemish must remain. What exactly do you mean by filthy eyesores? On my way to market for his lordship, I have to pass through the East End. The place is full of beggars, pick-purses, and crossmen. The scum of the earth. A little harsh, perhaps. Let me be plain. If it were up to me, all those back slums would be made spick and span or eradicated. Oh god. At least we have people like the great detective working to achieve these important goals. You're referring to Mr. Herlock Shelps? That's right. I like to keep abreast of his exploits by reading Rand's magazine in between my duties. He does wonders, cleaning up London streets. In my opinion, he should be declared an honorary maid of the capital. Mr. Shelps? A maid? It's really quite unforgivable. Gutter scum having the audacity to shoot our very greatest detective. Minor detail, it was the 2 brothers in the stand who shot Mr. Shelps, not the defendant. A minor detail indeed. They're all gutter scum as far as I'm concerned. Well, it just might be an idea to get our facts straight anyway. Yes, alright. I shall amend my statement. These brothers are the scum of the earth. They should swing for shooting... They should swing. Swing. We can't say hang? It's rated T for teen. You can't hang people. Hang them. These are let kids watch. Come on, son, you're gonna miss the hanging. For shooting the great detective. That's interesting. So we're gonna have to pit that against somebody. I think you'll find that if you look at the photograph in the stereo, the truth will just pop out. Maybe we'll pin... Sorry, let's keep pushing. Hold it! What do you mean, look at the photograph in stereo? Sorry, what? Don't you know? If you look at the photographic prints normally, it looks as though the pickpocket girl is about to shoot the victim, obviously. Objection! But there's no indication that the defendant ever fired the gun. All I'm saying is that if you look at the same print in stereo, it could reveal all sorts of new information. By any chance, are you a fan of stereoscopes? Oh, how did you know? Would you like to hear what ideas I got for this book? I may or may not have to motivation to write. Also, Juror 2. Also, Juror 2 and Juror 6. Yes, Noodles, I am interested. Go on. I don't want to hear about Juror 2 and Juror 6, but I am interested in what you have. I get that. TikToks. You were like 12 when you first played these games, so like you saw the Silver Samurai from code. Yeah, exactly. Dude, what the fuck? Hell yeah, I've seen worse. You kidding me? Metal Gear, Mortal Kombat. Let's call it a lucky guess. It never gets old seeing the two prints merge into one before your eyes. It's extraordinary, it's captivating, it's the height of modernity. How the fuck do you pronounce that? Modernity? Modernity. Modernity. Modernity? Modernity. 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 Whoa, my fucking brain doesn't like that, of course. Mortal Kombat? I have a rough idea. Yeah. World building and such. Yeah. Modernity. Modern titty. It's not modern titty, bitch. Oh yes, I think you'll find that the stereoscope is here to stay. Giving us new perspectives we could only dream of before. It's the greatest invention that... That's fucking bugging me. Hey Siri! How do I pronounce modernity? Stupid bitch. Oh, here's right. What? Modernity? 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 Modernity. Modernity. Like eternity, but modernity? You don't pronounce modern, you pronounce it modern. Modernity. That's fucked. Who came up with that word? Giving us new perspectives we could only dream of before. It's the greatest invention the world has ever seen. If only you could give me a new perspective on this case, I might agree with you. I know what you did. Hold it! Okay, bitch. Sorry, radio transmission? What do you mean? Are you from the Far East? Stop. Yes, from the Empire of Japan. All communication with Far Eastern nations used to take place by mail. Royal Mail steamers take more than a month to complete the journey. Are you from the Far East? But now we have electric telegraph, so we can send messages using electrical signals. I tried saying it, I think you fucked. I know, man. I know. That shit fucked me up, gaming. I had to look it up, Google it, because your brain's not gonna work. You have to hear the right way. Thousands of miles of cables have been laid along the ocean beds connecting the entire world. Thousands of miles of cable on the ocean bed? It makes my head hurt just thinking of how the fuck did we do that? That's amazing. You are well informed, young lady. But cables will soon become a thing of the past. Stop. And just when I was starting to catch up. Radio transmission is the future. Stop. Messages carried over airwaves for corners of the globe. Stop. Excitement growing. Stop. Atmospheric electric. Stop. Okay, right. Try not to wear out your fingers. Era of wireless telegraphy. Stop. Driving technological revolution. Stop. And people say inventions like the stereoscopes are the height of technology. What utter piffle. I can't understand it. I really can't. They're just silly toys. Oh? Are you fucking mad? Hey, you know what? This isn't gonna help us at all, but I'm trying to see them fight. Excuse me! Juror number 3, sorry to interrupt when you're obviously fuming, but... I'll be mega fuming! Mega fucking fuming! Like that... Like, fuck, bitch, that fat ass... What's the matter with you, Seth? Stop it, bitch. What? Do you perhaps have something to say about juror number 5's last remark? As if I couldn't guess. Oh, you bet I do. Say that again, bitch. Go on, I dare you. Oh my goodness, are you talking to me? I think he just might be, yeah. She's rage baiting and it's working. You think stereoscopes are just toys, do you? Huh? Absolutely. I mean, really. A machine to view photographs in 3 dimensions? Why on earth would you not just use your eyes to look at the world around you? It's all 3-dimensional. What a great way to appease the man. No, I'm sorry. Stereoscopes are of no practical use at all. You just don't know. Stupid. Pardon? I think you'll find that viewing a photograph through a stereoscope can unlock all sorts of possibilities. I'm obviously gonna have to demonstrate. What sort of possibilities? Well, take a crime scene, for example. If you had a pair of photographs from a crime scene that you could view through a stereoscope, it could reveal hidden clues you'd never even noticed before. Huh? Have you got any, Runer? Any prints we look at with a stereoscope? Yeah, I got a couple. How about this print here? It should do the trick, I think. Look at this, you fucking,
Take that!
man. You just don't know, unpolished, uncultured swine. The placeholder name I have is simply the universe, and it's made up of 7 dimensions: light, abyss, magic, tech, horticultural, underground, and the dead. Each one is an endless area, and each showcasing a different aspect of the universe. Each one has elements of others, while many focus on ones named after. Oh, so you're coming up with like the fucking lore of the place for real. You're just coming, that's like background setting, just world type shit. Favorite persona? Captain Kidd. Captain... That or, what's the Egyptian one? Horus? No. Ra? I forget. I need tech. Tech can build teleporters to reach other dimensions. Magic has to have more support. Ah, okay. That sounds like fun, Noodles. That sounds hella fun. Coming up with that stuff. I love Ryuji, but I thought you were gonna say something cooler like Yoshitsune. The giant. Yeah, Set. Is it Set or Set? I remember that motherfucker. Alright then, juror number 3. Are you saying you can do this with any 2 suitable photographic prints? Of course I can. Very well then, I'd like you to demonstrate. I'd be delighted to. Just give me one more print and I'll amaze you all. Oh, I don't think I have another print like that. I don't think I have another really, like... I only have...
Take that!
What do you mean, one more print? Oh dear, oh dear. Don't you have these in the Far East? Don't you know how a stereoscope works? Bruno, what? You need 2 photographs for a stereoscope, remember? You know, one for the left eye and one for the right. Oh, yeah, I remember now. But the print we have from the pawnbroker is just a normal photograph. No. I think you'll find that the clue is in the name. It's a stereoscope, not a monoscope. You always need 2 prints. Thanks for the friendly explanation. Well, if we obtain another print at some point later in the trial, we can always show it to this young man then. Haha. I think you'll find that know-it-all expression is really starting to annoy me. Let's get things back on track, shall we, Council? Oh, fuck. Okay, so we have to get another print. Okay. Okay, alright, I get it, let's keep going. I'm not talking about a giant called 7 and 4 gods, Anubis, Horus, Isis, and Thoth at level 51. Minimum HMs granting metals you'll get it by the casino dungeon. That one's fucking cool. I do remember seeing that one set. That one's sick. Plus what I mean by differing in endless, for example, endless technological city, but the drawback is power to endless city pollution. I'm just mentioned, so outside the city, you're just connected by tubes and like buds. Oh, that fucking sucks. So there's pros and cons. There's pros and cons. Interesting. What's up with this bitch?
Hold it!
Please tell me you're not villain Bolshevik. The Russian revolutionary. Revolutionary? Nah, I believe there is such a rumor. It's just a rumor. As you see, I have unfortunate appearance. I look like vicious criminal. Your words, not mine. I just want to point that out. People call me revolutionary, murderer, autocrat. And which glove fits? Good day, I am visiting London for sightseeing. I would like to take a bus to Crystal Tower, please. Right, that didn't sound staged at all. You'll forgive me for having my doubts. To be treated like vicious criminal all the time, it is very painful. People do not realize. So I have much sympathies for these brothers. People say they are criminals only because of how they look. The Skulkin brothers? The Skulkin brothers? Dah, maybe they went inside pawnbroker shop, but they have done nothing wrong. That is all I want to say. The Skulkin brothers did nothing wrong that night. Alright, well first of all, that's one not so little misunderstanding I'll need to clear up straight away. Tell me something, Iris. What is it, Bruno? The jurors are chosen at random from the inhabitants of London town, aren't they? Yes, it's amazing, isn't it? In that case, how is it that there's a Russian tourist sitting among them who looks for all the world like a revolutionary? I wish I knew. Yeah, you see? Even Ryunosuke knows. If I can't change the minds of more than half of these 6 jurors, the trial will be over. But we know that Ginny would never shoot anyone. Yes, so we need to find contradictions in what these jurors are saying and pit them against each other. I must be ready to go with whatever lengths I have to convince them of Gina's innocence. Well then, let's do this. Let's pit 2. I'm convinced brothers are innocent.
Objection!
Those 2 statements clearly contradict each other. Good lord. Counsel, explain yourself. Oh my statement contradictory? Juror number 6, you've got the wrong end of the stick. You do not have stick, have mouse. As juror number 2 said earlier, when the Skulkin brothers fled the scene on the night in question, they fired a shot from the revolver. Yes, they shot poor Mr. Sholmes in the abdomen. I understand. Surely you're not going to tell the court now that you didn't hear. Abdomen. Oh, he was shot in the abdomen, so this dude did cut him up, sir. Sorry, my English is still learning. You are telling the court you didn't hear? Forgive me, I did not hear. Ah, here is word. Abdomen. Part of person's body containing stomach and other vital organs. If this is what you mean, you should say in plain English. I am Russian, not native speaker. Who thought it was a good idea to let this man be on the jury again? So, you are telling me these brothers who look like criminals were lying. They said before we never done nothing. The truth is they shot detective. Dah. This is double negative. Yes, that's exactly right. Oh my god! Lying is wrong, especially when lie is said by a person who looks like a criminal. Coming from you, that seems surprisingly prejudiced. This means, when they said we never took nothing, maybe it was also big fat lie. Is this true? Well, according to the police report, no stolen goods were found, so... Choke that fucking mouse. Enough, I trust no one now. It's not the mouse's fault, though, sir. I must see with my own eyes. I must investigate crime scene myself. I'm afraid that won't be yes, it is, Runa. Easy, huh? What? With the prints from Hurley's red-handed recorder. Oh, if you compare the print that pictures Ginny and the next print from half an hour later, you'll be able to see straight away if anything was taken or not. Cooey, Mr. Prosecutor. Tut, calling on the prosecution in the middle of a summation examination of all times. The print showing the accused threatening the victim after she broke into the shop is this one. Following this, the victim and the accused moved into the storeroom. Meanwhile, the Skulkin brothers entered the shop and summarily heard the fatal gunshot ring out. Sadly, none of these events were captured on film. This is the print produced by the camera half an hour later, after the brothers' flight. Ah, so this was taken after Hurley was shot then. As far as I can tell, nothing's been taken. That does seem to be the case. I can't notice anything that's obviously missing in the second print. I see something that's broken, though. So, the brothers who look like criminals told only one lie. They shot man, but they stole nothing. It would seem so, yes. Good. No, not good. You were right. I did not understand the situation. Now I know brothers have lied.
Why don't you bring that belly over?
No, Mikui, no.
Let me give it a quick pat. Really good belly!
God damn it, dude. Oh, you did that shit as soon as you got the points, Noodles. You did that shit as soon as you got the points. You need help, you know? He's also at one point was the projector rather than my goat. You should got some good lore too. Yushitsune. Who's Yushitsune again? Who's that? Which persona is that? Hate when certain stories, Harry Potter, vilify one certain faction, makes it feel one-dimensional. Every person, just every dimension, has both positive and negatives. Tech has great technology capable of solving. We include a person favorite when we're working. Abyss is vertically endless. The entire dimension is lightless cliff with people living villages built inside an endless chasm. Negatives are the lack of light space to build, and we have a much more distinct culture as well as being excellent architects. Jesus, Seth. Minamoto no Yoshitsune. He was a renowned general in the Japanese army during the late Heian and early Kamakura era. He was a fucking battlefield expert and was considered good at strategic war. Fucked over, declared outlaw hunted by his brother's army. And said committed seppuku. He was the first to historically commit. Oh shit! Damn, and he was reincarnated in a dope ass persona. That's crazy, Seth. That's crazy. That's some good fucking lore. Now I know brothers have lied. I think it is very important to continue with trial. Well, I did not expect our first not guilty to come from this fucking guy. Yay! Well done, Rena. The balance is shifting. Well, it's a start, I suppose. But there must be more in what these jurors are saying that I can use to expose the truth. And if I can do that, we just might turn the situation in our favor still. Thank you, counsel. Continue with the summation examination. Kindly hand that new photographic print to the bailiff to be filed as evidence. Here we fucking go. There we go. This is what I needed. This is what I needed. Another print in the court record. I wonder if we can make use of that. We sure can. In Lake of Lies are many dead fish. We must find truth. Therefore, I say not guilty verdict. Verdict. Guilty verdict. Let's see if I press him on this. Maybe we can do it. I don't want to present it. Can I really show up new clues, though? I don't know unless you try. How about this print here? Okay, let's do it. We got two. We got these two. Let's do this one.
Take that!
Alright then, juror number 3. Are you saying you can do this with any two suitable photographic prints? Of course I can. Very well then, I'd like you to demonstrate. I'd be delighted to. Just give me one more print, and I'll amaze you all.
Take that!
Alright, these two prints were both taken with the same camera in Windy Banks on the night in question. Yes, I see. Tell me, Mr. Lawyer, do you know how stereographic images work? Do you understand the principle? Well, I think so. I did have a lesson only yesterday. Left and right eye images need to be the same, only with a slight shift in positions of some objects. Then, when your brain merges the two images together inside your head, it notices the shift as if it were depth. Yes, exactly. It's that small shift between certain objects in the two pictures that's really important. So what happens if you use two photographs that are exactly the same then? No, obviously that wouldn't work at all. Not for seeing the scene three-dimensionally anyway. Oh. Oh! Of course, now I see. Ah, I think the young girl has discovered the secret. I have. Her eyes are crossed. Can you uncross your eyes before you tell me? Have another look at these two pictures from Hurley's camera, Bruno. Go on. You see that there's a really obvious difference between them. Of course there is. There are two people in the first and no people in the second. Well, yes, you can see that straight away, but now, try looking at the pictures in 3 dimensions. Alright, I'll give it a go. So to start with, you'll have to cross your eyes and then try to make the two pictures overlap exactly. Let's see if by crossing my eyes I can make the quill pen from each picture overlap in the middle. Okay. Did you manage to see it properly? Was it the lantern? In Persona, he's a very late game, around the low 80 for 95. By the way, the reason he committed was to be sorry, he was also betrayed him because of the whole war thing. Yeah, I figured. It's always like an honor thing. And you got hot Cheetos. Hell yeah, Seth. It's a great night. It's a great night. What's going on with these two pictures? Some of the things on the counter sort of jump out of you. Oh yeah, they were slightly shifted too. Everybody. The judge was crossing his eyes too. Yes, that's it, you see. That's the other amazing power of stereoscopes. Other amazing power? Is someone gonna explain this black magic, eh? Why the deuce do some of the things on the counter seem to jump out at you like that? I think you'll find that if you consider the basic principle of the stereoscope, you'll answer your own question. Basic principles of the stereoscope. As I said before, if you try to look at the two identical pictures using a stereoscope, it won't work at all. It's the slight shift in their position to certain objects that lets you see pictures three-dimensionally. In other words, even though at first glance it seems the objects on the counter haven't moved at all between the two pictures, it shows that actually there must have been a slight shift in their positions. Oh, fuck me, that's true. Yes, there must have been. Now hold fire there, sir. Got a reasonable grasp of this whole cross-eyed business now, I'd say. But why the devil does the shift between the two prints exist in the first place? Well, what's the answer, fellow? Come on, you're the cross-eyed master. What? Me? I haven't the first idea. You know, Bruno, it's quite simple. It is? Just think it through step by step. The first photograph was taken at 1 a.m. Then, 30 minutes later, the second photograph was taken. The position of some items on the counter appears to have shifted slightly in the interim. So that means that sometime in the half-hour interval, someone must have tampered with the things on the counter. Zookers! Don't say that shit. Someone tampered. New information. Stop. Not mentioned in testimony so far. Stop. Yes. We've had to go around in circles a little here, it seems, but I'm starting to see what I should be aiming at in this summation examination now. Ladies and gentlemen, the question now is clear. We know the items on the countertop were moved, but by whom? Are you suggesting you might know? Of course. I can tell you right now who was responsible for the almost imperceptible shift in the items on the counter. Oh, these little fuckers. It was Luigi. It was Luigi. It had to have been. I would like to each dimension rely on different weapons, light swords, abyss uses more blunt weapons like maces and bludgeons. Oh yeah, to give him some more personality, Noodles. Yeah, give him personality. Another banger persona is my goats, Grimkaha and Ku. What the fuck is Kuchu? Reflect the physical and immediately, and just takes away the enemy's press turns. How does he look like?
Take that!
What does Grimil Kahala look like? It was the witnesses currently in the stand, Skulkin brothers. Wait. This does not agree with what brothers said in testimony before. They said they did not even have time to pull dukes from Lucy Lockets. My phrasebook says dukes means hands and Lucy Lockets means pockets. But is this another lie? Is that what you're saying? Yes, I'm afraid so. Now hold on there a minute, you can't be sure of that. I quite agree. The accused is a common pick purse after all. It's perfectly possible that she went through the things on the desk to see what she might steal. I think that's unlikely. And why exactly? As you can see from this photographic print, the defendant was pointing a gun at the victim. It would seem, as my learned friend indicated, that she was coercing Mr. Windyback to open the storeroom. In other words, Miss Lestrade's interests lay within the storeroom, not in the main shop, giving her no reason to touch anything on the counter. All of which points to one thing. The Skulkin brothers have omitted key facts in their testimony. But the accused is a pick purse, common gutter trash. Why look any further from the wrongdoer here? Because the Skulkin brothers are thieves, madam. No better, in fact, worse than a pick purse. But I believe that these brothers are looking for something on the victim's counter that night. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, if you would condemn the defendant on the grounds that she's a pickpocket, would it not at least be right and proper to thoroughly scrutinize testimony given against her by two thieves? Well said. I, for one, would like to hear more from that shady pair. Alright, dude, let's go. Can you all see now? I think you'll find stereoscopes aren't playthings. You've seen their extraordinary potential firsthand. Yes! Let's go! Wholeheartedly agree. Stop. Must purchase after trial. Stop. Or return home via Regent Street. Stop. Yes, bitch. Yes! Oh, he's the fucking... Oh, he's the blue elephant. It's pronounced Kook Lane. Oh, I think you told me about him before, Seth, no? Or did you? I think you told me about him. That name sounds familiar. It would seem this trial is yet to run its course. The ladies and gentlemen of the jury have declared their inclinations via the mighty scales of justice. I hereby call the summation examination a conclusion with the balance altered in the defendant's favor. 2 lean to guilty, 4 lean to not guilty. Accordingly, the jury is without consensus, and I order this trial to continue. Oh, let's go. Oh, well done. Oh, by the way, what? You should hold on to this right now. You never know when it might come in useful. Twice in one trial would be unusual, surely, but alright. Thank goodness. Lord Van Zeeks. You will instruct the witnesses that the court demands additional testimony from them. I'm sure it won't spoil the bouquet to do so, my lord. Oh, Mac. Okay, yeah, those guys were more. They're more common, right? The white one was probably like really rare, like a sub-boss or some shit. I've won myself another chance to probe that pair about their activities that night at least, and I won't stop probing them until I've given or proven that Gina is innocent. Let's probe them. Oh, we might finish this tonight. That was already a to be continued? Oh, shoot. We're already on part 2 of the trial. I think there's only 3 or 4 parts. Oh, wow. I think there was 4 parts to the investigation this time around, so there could be 4 parts to this. Order, please. Let us resume proceedings. Witnesses, you will now retake the stand. Get your bitch asses back up here. We ain't done with you. Mamma mia, the body of Luigi. And I presume you heard the defense counsel's summation examination? Oh, yeah, Governor. I did, Gov, I did. Mr. and Mr. Skulkin. Core blimey. This is gonna be hard work. Earlier in this trial, you gave the following testimony about your actions after you entered Windybanks. Well, it was bedlam soon as, weren't it? It was Nash, it was. Didn't even have time to pull me dukes out of me Lucy Lockets. However, that was a lie. You brothers. Yep, Corblimey, on the night in question, you rifled through the items on the victim's counter. We never done nothing of the sort. How'd you figure that out? Check the M's bet. You will now give formal testimony once again. You will tell the court precisely what happened on the night in question, and this time, you will tell the truth. Each lie that passes your lips serves to increase the severity of your punishment. And that, gentlemen, may deal a crushing blow to your chances of ever seeing the light of day again. Uh-huh. A thought worth pondering, perhaps. Oh, that. Oh, okay. I see. I see, Seth. Yeah. Oh, fucking Kuklane looks dope as hell. Kuklane. He looks dope. Wow. Let me see a picture of Mac Kulane. Let me see a picture of that fucking bitch. Say no more, girl. We hear ya. We'll blab, we'll squeak, we'll peach. Okay. A legal entry, the whole truth. Nothing but the truth. Alright, we did knock a few things over, but we weren't rifling for nothing. It was when we heard the gunshots. See, he made us both jump and all that stuff went flying. Lummy, it didn't have give me a fright. We was thinking the shooter'd come out the door and get us next. We stuck everything back where we found it and scarpered, straight into the black. We couldn't have shot the pawnbroker, see? We never even had a chance, did we? But you shot my friend. So you admit to the defendant's accusation. You did indeed ransack Mr. Winamax's countertop on the night in question. Not ransack, Governor, no. That's right, Nash, that's right. It's more like we tidied up, yeah. Sorry. Van Zieks is tired of their shit. By their own admission, these brothers entered the pawnbrokery under dubious circumstances. However, they panicked and fled on hearing the gunshot, having first made good their mess. The way you see it, we hardly sound like roughs at all. We don't, Nash, we don't. Can't make us sound a bit more cutthroat. Can't just be a coincidence that these two men showed up at Windyback's last night. There's more to their testimony than meets the eye. I'm sure of it. Why does she keep showing Gregson? They didn't even do anything. I'm putting 4 basic details into this dimension. So far, I'm on light. What would the humans of the light dimension look like? They're humans? Oh, so the entities in the light dimension are human. I don't know. Regal? Majestic? Alright, we did knock a few things over, but we weren't rifling for nothing.
Hold it!
What the fuck do you mean? If that's the case, then why didn't you testify to that effect in the first place? Well, you know, we ain't exactly squeaky clean, are we? We ain't, Nash, we ain't. If we admitted to something like that, people would think we was up to no good. Well said, Ringo, Neo, China. We only land ourselves in even more trouble. And if, in fact, now, as a result of lying in your previous testimony, that's exactly what you've done. Landed yourselves in even more trouble. Ah, well, that's rotten luck. Says the rotten apple eater. Witnesses, explain your actions to the court. Why did you ransack the victim's counter? We never ransacked nothing. Right, Nash, right. More like we tidied the place up. He knows he knows he's lying. That was when we heard the gunshot. See, we made us both jump and all that stuff went flying.
Hold it!
I'll check DMs. Royal looking with seraphim type features, multiple eyes, wings, shit ton of rings around them. Every dimension making ones. Like fantasy, but I'm trying to avoid creatures. Ah, okay. Okay, Noodles. Okay, okay. Oh, yep, I remember Seth. Ah, what the fuck? That's sick as fuck. Yeah, I like Seth. So what you're saying is... the sound of the gunshot shocked you so much you knocked all those things off the counter. Well, it shocked one of us that much. Yeah, this bag of nerves needs to learn to keep his shirt on. Look, it was loud, alright? Blimey, my dead granny would have woken up at that bang. Big bro here screamed like a bloomin' baby and fell over on the counter. Knocked over a load of books, a candlestick, and some skull whatnot. That got tangled in some marionette, what knocked over a picture frame while knocked them scales on the floor. You've really mastered working quietly then. What a racket. My granny would have been scared to back into her grave at a clatter like that. So in short, the gunshot took you by surprise. And then some. I mean, it was quiet as a mouse, and then all of a sudden... Excuse me.
Excuse me!
Inspector Gregson, do you have something to add? Like I keep saying, I don't appreciate being lumped in with these scoundrels. No, something to add about their testimony. You seem to react just now at what Mr. Skulkin said. Did it make you think of something? It's probably nothing, of course. I wouldn't even bother to mention it, only... Well, the fact is, cases don't get solved if you ignore the little details. How about you just tell us what's on your mind? As you know, we brought these fellas into the yard for questioning last night. And the statement they gave then told a slightly different story to what they're saying now. Aha! Did it. You claimed you heard the victim shout something out before the gunshot. Might have, does ring a bell now you mention it. Granted, it's only a minor detail, but still. I can't help feeling like perhaps you've been a bit sloppy with your testimony here, eh, fellas? If I discover the witness's testimony has been any more sloppy than it has hitherto proven to be, I shall be forced to bring the very harshest punishment to bear against them. Easy, easy. We'll get it right this time. That's it. Yep, it's all coming back to me now. Then speak. Supplement your testimony with whatever details have miraculously returned to your questionable minds, sirs. Right you are, Gov. Fucking demons, all of them have creatures in the abyss, probably have them more terrifying and Lovecraftian side. And make them hot! Just before the gunshot, we heard a voice yelling out, "Give me that gun."
Hold it!
What the fuck? So in fact, you heard the voice and the gunshot almost simultaneously. We did, Gov, we did. Although, I suppose if you're being honest, we heard a kind of wavering voice before the yell and all. If you don't want to get shot, give me that gun. Kinda thing. A career in acting tragically missed. Wait, she said, if you don't want to shoot, give me that gun. And where were the voices coming from, could you tell? Of course we would. Of course we could. From the other side of the door behind the counter it was. From the storeroom where the victim was found dead. And the voice you heard, it was that of the victim, Mr. Windybank. On my granny's life, because it was. Oh. On his granny's life, because it was. So that would mean that you both knew Mr. Windybank on the sound of his voice. Yeah, so that would mean what? What, Nash? What? Any ideas? Yes, Counsel, indeed it would. Nah, we didn't know the geezer. How am I supposed to deny when the bloke and all the fancy glovers giving us the evil eye? If you value your lives, you will ensure your testimony is accurate and true. On me granny's life it is. On his granny's life it is. It's a good job his granny's dead. To summarize then, immediately after hearing the voice of the victim, you then hear the gunshot, causing you to stumble and upset the items on the counter, scattering them over the shop floor. And you make it sound like we're clumsy. Don't forget we tied it up after like little good boys. Anyway, that's the way I see it. Dead dimension will be the gory, disturbing monsters. I want to be from the dead dimension. That sounds sick. The bullet would own the place was holding a gun, so you should have fired instead of yelling at the girl. So he should have just fired instead of yelling at the girl. He was holding a gun. Yeah, that makes no sense because there's only one gun. How do I...
Objection!
Fuck. God damn it. Like, I know what I have to present, I just don't know, like, where. Shit, I can't do this. I gotta fucking really chill.
Hold it!
You're saying that Mr. Winnebeck had a gun in his hands. Oh yeah, bet that was a sight, eh? Them two waving their guns at each other. Must have gotten pretty heated. I mean, just before he shouted, we heard the geezer say, if you don't want to get shot. They didn't really sound like he meant it, mind. More of an empty threat, you could say. Mr. Winneback was known to keep a revolver on his shop counter at all times. People say that to protect the articles in keeping, he'd readily put a bullet in someone's head if required. That's someone being himself, of course. He knew, good grief, extraordinary devotion indeed, if alarming when misguided. Well, he certainly sounded like he was ready to pull the trigger on the other night, only the person was going to shoot and beat him to it. Cooked his goose proper. Bet he wished he'd squeeze the trigger instead of wasting time shouting, give me that gun. And it was directly after those words that you heard the gunshot. It was more or less at the same time, Gov. Give me that gun. Kind of thing. Yeah, a career in acting very tragically missed. Then we heard the sound of someone hitting the deck before everything went dead quiet. After that, we done a slapdash job tidying the place up. Maybe it gave me half a fright. Who was thinking the shooter come out the door and get us next? We stuck everything back in where we found it, scarped right through into the black. Yeah, they ran into me.
Hold it!
So you didn't try to open the storeroom door, though. Not in your life. It went deathly quiet after that, they did. Put the wind right up me. But anyway, the door was locked, weren't it? No way that was opening. Yeah, of course. It was locked from the inside, or so we've been led to believe. It was, Gov, it was, from the inside. Right, so we had no way of knowing what was going on in there, did we? Unless there was some other way to get a view of the inside of the storeroom. Like through the keyhole, or a spy hole, perhaps. Don't ring no bells, no light, no lights. We had to cut and run before we noticed anything like that. We're still cutting our teeth in this game, see, but one day... we'll really cut the mustard. Please cut it out. But as we know, behind that door was the victim's lifeless body, with the accused not 2 feet away. Yes, unfortunately. Gina was in there, unconscious, with the gun in her hand. To confirm, would it be correct to say that neither of you set foot inside the storeroom? That's right, Gov, that's right. Couldn't have, even if you'd wanted to. Do I have a picture? Is that a thing? No, I don't. No, they didn't take a photo. We might have to show him this one. That he's not holding a gun. Okay, let's try it one more time.
Objection!
I fucking got it. So you're saying that on the night in question, the victim, Mr. Windybank, was wielding a gun. Is that correct? That's it, Gov. You've got the picture. Yes, Nash, yes, no question. And yet, photographic evidence obtained immediately after the incident clearly shows that Mr. Windybank was not holding a firearm of any description. You what? Gordon Bennett, that ain't right.
Objection!
There can be no question that the victim's revolver was used in the incident. I would remind the court that Mr. Windybank's gun was found at the scene. Not only was it identified as a murder weapon, but it was found in the accused's hand. Yeah, that mole Tueller used the victim's own gun to finish him off. Give me that gun. Kind of.
Hold it!
Stay exactly where you are, right there. Huh? If the crime had taken place as you so colorfully described in your testimony, it would give rise to an undeniable and significant inconsistency in the final moments you just acted out. Are you sure, counsel? Yeah, how the fuck did they know if they didn't see it? You intrigue me, my learned friend, but let's see some evidence to support your claim. Where is the proof that demonstrates the inconsistency in these witnesses' portrayal of the victim's final moments? He's holding his belly.
Take that!
According to their testimony, the witnesses claim to have heard a shout of "Give me that gun," followed by the gunshot. Indeed, with the two events happening almost simultaneously or so we've been led to believe. Yes, that's right. Now, if that testimony is true, it would mean that at the moment of death, the victim and his attacker would have been facing each other. However, if I could ask the court to study the photograph of the victim's body again, you can clearly see that Windybank was in fact shot from behind. Uh-huh. So as I stated before, there is an undeniable inconsistency in your testimony, Mr. and Mr. Skolkin. Who the fuck did that? But it's the God's honest truth. It is, Nash, it is. When he was shot that night, the shopkeeper had a gun in his hand, and we saw with our own bleeding eyes. Oh, you did? Did I hear you right just now? You actually saw Mr. Windybank holding a gun? Something like that might have slipped out. Oh, that would be cool. Noodle samurais for the light dimension? Yeah. But like you wanted a pipe. No! I never wanted to fuck a monster. Ladies and gentlemen, you'll all have just heard the admission by these two witnesses that on the night in question they actually saw with their own eyes the victim wielding a gun, which can only mean that despite their testimony to the contrary, the Skolkin brothers must have encountered the victim in person. Nash, ugh. Yep. Get these fuckers, man. Order! Witnesses, explain yourselves at once. Well, the thing is, they weren't supposed to, It would seem that my previous warning fell on deaf ears. I made it quite clear these false statements would be the death of you. Am I to understand that you replaced the untruths of your original testimony with renewed lies? Ever so sorry, Governor. Truth is, we, Cut it out, Nash. Cut it out. If we blab now, you know what it'll do to us. He? Who are they talking about? Let me make your position here perfectly clear. You will talk. There is no other option available to you. Bruv, come on, the game's up. But he'll have our guts for garters. In case it hasn't quite sunk in yet, no matter how hard you try to hide it, the truth will come out. Dude, they're about to fucking kill these. Yeah, Van Zeke's about to kill them. What the fuck? Who are they worried about? Van Zeke's is right there. Several biomes, different biomes spawning. Skin tones. Well, light dimension will be the strongest and most muscular since they almost exclusively fight with swords. That sounds good. That's believable. On the night in question, it is now apparent that you brothers met face to face with the victim. I demand that you testify again to explain the precise circumstances under which this meeting took place. Well, do we have to? On pain of death. I suggest you make yourselves fully aware that this is your very last chance to tell the truth. Oh shit, this is it. This is the last of their testimony? Oh my god. Who's up next? Encounter with the victim. Alright, so we just got inside the gaff and it heaved a sigh of relief when the geezer showed his mug. Give me that gun, he bellowed, and then he flew at us like he was possessed. I thought we had it. For an old geezer, the bloke was strong as an ox. Chucked me over the counter. I pulled my gun on him, and then he legged us through that door in the back room. We never had nothing to do with killing him. That's all what happened today. That's all that happened, I swear. Oh, these guys did fucking kill him. While he was running to the storeroom, he fucking shot him. So you're now telling us that moments before the victim was killed in the storeroom, you in fact encountered him in the main part of the shop. Well, yeah, sorry. Well, we'll find ourselves at an interesting juncture. This changes matters considerably. But honest, Governor, this time, Nash, this time we ain't got nothing more to hide. Very well. Counsel for the defense, you may proceed with your cross-examination. Yes, my lord. This is it. The moment I've been waiting for. Can I investigate the pistol? Their gun? Because if they shot him, there should be 2 shots missing, right? Because they also shot Shelms. There are signs that a single round was fired. Oh, so they didn't shoot him. But are 2 brothers gonna have 1 gun? No. No. These 2 guys would probably have a gun each. So they're hiding another gun. Maybe that's what they took from the counter? Just got inside the gaff and heaved a sigh of relief when the geezer showed his mug. Give me that gun, he bellowed, and he flew at us like he was possessed. I thought we had it.
Hold it!
You mentioned that Mr. Windyback shouted these words in your previous testimony too. However, you claim that you heard him yelling them on the other side of the storeroom door. Oh, did we? But the truth is, he was shouting those words at you, wasn't he? Well, yeah. Was the victim Mr. Windyback wielding a gun at the time? Was ever. Blind muley, great ugly barrel he had pointed straight at him in front of his piece. So what you're saying is, you definitely saw Mr. Windyback with a gun at that time, is that right? It is, Gov, it is. Spot on. Then all of a sudden, he came at us, he did. It was bedlam. I didn't know who was going for who. You were clearly all going for each other. Like Nash said, we thought we'd had it. I mean... Why do you always get Dragonairs? We never get a fucking Dragonite. What's your favorite Elder Dragon in the newer Monster Hunter games? In the newer Monster Hunter games? Nergigante. That dude's a fuck. Nergigante and probably Shara Ishvalda are like the dopest ones. For an old geezer to look as strong as an ox, chucking over the counter.
Hold it!
I'm glad you got picked up, bitch. Yes, I noted that you mentioned the counter in your previous testimony too. Well, yeah, of course you did. Knocked over a load of books, candlestick, and some skull and whatnot. Tango marionette, yeah. In fact, it wasn't the sound of the gunshot that shocked you and made you knock those things off the counter. Well, Big Breath here went flying over the counter like a gunshot, I can tell you. And then the old geezer pinned him. Dude, imagining this little fucker flying over the counter is the funniest shit. He did, Nash, he did. If you hadn't been there, the bloke would have flattened me like a bloomin' pancake in seconds. At the time in question, the alarm was raised at the local police station via a secret cable from the pawn factory. There was a button under the counter used to activate it, which was presumably pressed by the victim. That's right. When the brothers fled the scene and back onto the street, they ran straight into the arriving police, didn't they? Poor Mr. Windybank. He did everything he could to protect his shop. Yeah, Valazak is cool. What was it they introduced? Was Valazak the only other new one? I'm trying to think. It was Nergigante, Shara Ishvalda, Valazak, Velkhana. Velkhana is cool, but... Zora Magdro sucks balls. Boring, motherfucker. What's a really obscure monster you want in Wilds? Oh, dude. I think I had said this the other day when I fucking played recently for the title update. Thinking for really obscure that doesn't really come up to people in people's minds, but it's just like he actually, now that I think about it, I don't think he's been in a game in a minute. A Monobloss. A white Monobloss to be exact. Monoblosses are it's essentially Diablos, but I like the unicorn horn.
Hold it!
Were you intending to shoot Mr. Windybank? No, never. I was just, you know, looking out for me, bro, weren't I? He was being flattened, don't forget. By a man whose shop was being burgled, yes. And then, the man fled to the storeroom when you pointed your gun at him, is that it? Yeah, that's it. He shoved me away, then ran off through that door and shut himself in. There's something about that last remark, something that doesn't quite ring true. I wonder why Mr. Windybank ran away into the storeroom. What? Well, according to what everyone's saying, Jenny was in there waiting for him, with a gun. Ah, yes, that's right. Gina allegedly used Mr. Windybank's gun to threaten him and force him to open the storeroom. In which case, how did the gun end up in Mr. Windybank's hands again? I have no idea. That is strange, isn't it? This little inconsistency could be significant. I should make a mental note of it. Look, the point is, me and Bravier. That's right, Nash, that's right. Me and Bravier. Okay. Monobloss has been relegated to being Diamond Hermitar's ass warmer. Exactly. Did I forget? That's the skull he has. Yep.
Hold it!
I wouldn't mind that. Between that and Case is not really obscure. But yeah, Monobloss. Fucking Devil Snarf. You said you had nothing to do with it. Nothing at all. Nothing, Gov, nothing. The old geezer went and shut himself in the back room, didn't he? Locked it was, from the inside. We knew it was, because we tried to open it. But it's a decent door, that one. Good and strong. Wouldn't budge an inch. So in the end, the situation remains unchanged. Inside the storeroom with the pawnbroker, there was only one other person. The sole person who could possibly have shot the victim, the accused Miss Gina Lestrade. Would indeed appear so. What say you to that, counsel? I don't know. Was there anyone else apart from Gina who could possibly have shot Mr. Windybank? Yes. Yes! Mr. and Mr. Skulkin. What? What's that look for? From the moment you admitted that you'd encountered the victim face-to-face that night. The course of this trial changed completely. It did? What is your point, my learned friend? The question we must answer is who could have shot Mr. Windybank? And it is the belief of the defense that the defendant is not the only possible answer at all. You have my attention. In that case, let us return to this plan of the premises. The victim was killed in the storeroom, which was locked from the inside. Those are the facts. So pray, what other possible answer to the question of who shot the man could there be? Counsel, you must now provide answers to the court in respect of two conundrums. Two, my lord? Twice as many chances to be right, maybe? Indeed. Namely, from what location did the culprit shoot the victim? And furthermore, where was the victim at the time? Understood, my lord. Are you alright, Bruno? I'm not entirely sure, but there's one thing I am sure about. If I can prove that there's a credible new alternative to what happened, it would change Gina's prospects hugely. So now, time for some clarity. Show the court on this plan the answers to the questions posed by his lordship. If you believe someone else could have killed the victim, indicate from where that person could have fired the gun. Out here. I mean, this is where he got into altercation with the brothers. I think the short one shot him for sure.
Take that!
The defense believes that the culprit could have shot the victim from this location here. And in answer to the second question, assuming the culprit fired from the location indicated, where was the victim at the time?
Take that!
The defense believes that the victim would have been in this position. Bitch. What your answers in fact show is that your own position is as absurd as those who have been indicated on the plan. What are you saying? Oh fuck, what Lord Van Teeks is saying, Council, is that your answers are clearly flawed. Why? He fucking was running for the— I knew it. That's twice as many chances to be wrong. So the questions are, from where did the culprit shoot the victim, and where was the victim at the time? I don't see why we can't show that someone other than the genie could have done it in the storeroom, do you? Yes, that's the right way of looking at it, I suppose. Someone other than Gina in the storeroom. What's the best move here? Should I try again or gather more information first? My lord, I would like to consider the situation a little more before giving my answers again. Consider the situation as much as you like, the answers do not exist. No, fuck that. There's something we missed. I can't prove it yet. I can't prove it. They're still hiding something, don't you think? I'm sure of it, and not just a minor detail either. It's almost certainly because of those two poor Mr. Winterbeck. Well, you can't let them get away with it, Luna. I know, but I get the feeling that there's even less evidence at my disposal this time to prove that they did it. We've come so far. Now it's time to finish them off. And I'll do my best. I got Infernal Gauger. Pull my gun on him and he legged it through that door in the back room. Never had nothing to do with killing him. Put my gun on him and he legged it through that door into the back room.
Hold it!
Did I already press this? I think I did, huh? Were you intending to shoot Mr. Windybank? Oh yeah, he was watching out for his brother. Yeah. Shoved me away, then ran for that door and shut himself in. Something about that last remark, something wasn't quite. I wonder why Mr. Windybank ran into the storeroom. Gina was in there waiting for him with a gun, but he didn't have it at the time. Or she didn't have it. Let me see, let's take a look. That was well after the fact. Well after. And that's their gun. So the victim found a murder in the store. Yeah. In his back, bro. It's in his back. Wound from the back. There are no other signs of trauma. On a gently rising diagonal trajectory. Masons. Wait a fucking minute. It had nothing to do with killing him, that's all that happened, I swear.
it!
I don't think I pressed this one. The Goku Black Zamasu banner is so shit. Goku Black Zamasu and technically carrying that banner. Gogeta is... He's not bad either, bro. But yeah, the Dokkan banner is... The Dokkan Fest banner is so much more better, dude. Way better. I got like 120 stones right now. If you're gonna pull, dude, good luck. Just remember, part 2 is GT. So it's up to you if you want to save or pull. When you say geezer, I presume you mean the victim and the proprietor of the shop, Mr. Windybank. Who else? Sorry, I mean, that's right. We was keeping a close eye on the entrance of the gaff, obviously. But we never thought no one was going to come out of the back room like that. The back room being the pawnbroker's storeroom? Yeah, that must have been where he popped up from. Only place he could have been. So I assume the victim was already in the storeroom when these brothers entered the premises. Which means Ginny must have been in there at that point as well. But that doesn't make sense, does it? If Gina had threatened Mr. Winnie back into the storeroom with her at gunpoint, then why would he have emerged from the same room all alone when the brothers arrived? Oh, I don't know. Did you see the accused at that time? What, the mole tooler? Couldn't tell ya. No way, Cobber. We had a bigger fish to fry then. I mean, the old geezer just lost it.
Hold it!
You mentioned Mr. Woodmack Shadow's words. However, you claimed... Yeah. The truth is, he was shadowing his words at you, wasn't he? Yeah, he was. While wielding a gun. Was he ever? Great lucky bear pointed right at my friend's piece. So what you're saying is, you definitely saw Mr. Windyback with the gun at that time. So this is a very almost tri-based involved policeman. Culture thieves and scam pure black eyes. The terror grip is almost entirely blind to compensate that excellence of the Ah, like bats too. I see. I got Fizz Vegito Blue. Oh, yep. Yeah, Seth, he's getting an S, a super easy A. And it's dude, he is insane how good he is. It's kind of fucked. Biomes include regular rocky cliffs, planet-visited cliffs with most grows. It's a rock, turning entire miles of cliffs into moss, and a bioluminescent biome of similar moss. I like that. The bioluminescent stuff makes sense for the dart. I like that a lot. All of a sudden, he came at us, he did. It was bedlam. I didn't know who was going for who. Okay, so the facts are these guys went in there. The guy came out of the storeroom with a gun. I pulled the gun and he legged it through that door into the back room. We never had nothing to do with killing him. That's all that happened, I swear. No, I'm missing one. That's all the brothers are willing to reveal this time. They're still hiding something, don't you think? I'm sure of it, not just a minor detail either. It's almost certainly because of these two that the poor Mr. Winnie back. Well, yeah, I'm not gonna let him get away. Rainbow tickets can be used in new banners, right, or not? I actually don't know. You can't use them yet. We can't use those tickets yet, so we might be able to use them in the second part at the end of it, maybe. I have a couple too. Did they ever give away the stones for the live stream? Because they're supposed to give away 50. People with illusion use daggers that are not throughout the dimensions of expert assassins, plus rarely human with one violence and driving marks. Oh fuck, I went all the way. Damn it. Sorry. Assassins though, that's sick. Ooh. Okay, I mean, the only other solution I have here, man, I gotta go back to the end, is... Fuck, I skipped it again. Is I still think the shooter was from the outside, and he was on the inside when he got shot. He was probably facing Gina, but he was already on the inside. I mean, the peephole could have been like opened and they just shot through it. Here.
Hold it!
That's all I. If I don't get this right, then I'm really fucking lost. I'm gonna take a moment to like really investigate and look through everything if this doesn't work. You see, because we try to open it. You see, the fact that they went up to the door and tried to open it means they were close. Yes, yes, there could have been. Yes. Uh-huh. Let's do this again. That's 2 of 7 done and actually creating a story in this universe. At least you'll have, like, the world lore to go off of Noodles, which is pretty nice, not gonna lie. This happens a lot, like, you're working backwards, essentially. Which is how a lot of, like, good stuff is done. Tech disadvantage, super on Tech Vegeta, and my boy took... Oh, you know what too, Seth? Tech Vegito Blue. I don't know if you have... It's LR Tech Vegito. He starts off his base and he goes blue. I think he's buffed right now. So is LR Int Rose. They're both buffed for like a couple days. I think for like a week. They're just crazy buffed, if you want to try them out. Gemini home entertainment, so many things that go ruling is awesome. Yep, of course. Okay, so yeah, we just have to. If someone could have fired the gun, yeah.
Take that!
Here. This is where he could be. And an answer to the second question, yeah. Assuming the culprit was the victim at the time. It's got to be in here.
Take that!
If I don't fucking get it here, I'm gonna lose my mind. This night's about to get a whole lot longer while the culprit shot the victim from... Oh, I think that's it. From outside of the storeroom. Continue. Mr. Windymac died instantly from a bullet wound in his back. Looking at the stain of blood on the storeroom floor, it doesn't appear that the body was moved after death, which tells us that he was almost certainly shot while he was in the storeroom. However, the crucial point is, where was the shooter when the fatal bullet was fired? So you are adamant that the shot was fired from outside the storeroom. Well, according to the Skulkin brothers' earlier testimony, I pulled me gun on him and he legged it through that door into the back room. If Mr. Windyback ran away through the door, we have to assume that the door was open at the time. It was at precisely that moment when the victim was fleeing for his life that these brothers had the perfect opportunity to shoot the man in the back once he was inside the storeroom. You fuckers shot him. Come to think of it, do you remember what the prosecutor said at the start of the trial? Moving on to the findings of Scotland Yard's coroner, his report states that the bullet entered the body on a rising diagonal trajectory. It means the victim was likely shot by someone significantly shorter in height than himself. Poor man, shot while he was running as fast as he could to safety. Of course, he would have been leaning forward as he was running away. So even if the bullet was fired horizontally, it would still have entered his body on an upward trajectory. Oh, Luigi shot his ass, so the culprit isn't necessarily someone shorter than Mr.
Objection!
I'm sure my learned friend can't have forgotten that the storeroom door was found closed and locked from the inside. You claim the victim was shot as he fled into the room. You also claim his corpse was dexterous enough to turn the key in the lock? Oh god, that's true. What if someone else locked the door? Yes, there's someone else who could have locked the storeroom door. Is that so? Very well then, counsel. Present your hypothesis to the court. In the scenario just described, the defense's assertion is that the victim was shot from the outside the storeroom. Yeah. In which case, who shot and locked the storeroom door from the inside? Gina. She was fucking scared.
Take that!
She was scared. She just wanted to lock them out. Obviously, the person who locked the door was the only other person inside the storeroom at the time. The defendant is Gina Lestrade.
Objection!
That's absurd. You're suggesting that the accused deliberately engineered the sealed room. For what possible reason? Such actions would only serve to tighten the noose around her neck. I'm inclined to agree, I must say. Well, counsel, she wasn't thinking straight. Ah, yes, that's a tricky one, isn't it? Half-baked notions have no place in my courtroom, counsel. Remember that, please. But of course Jeannie would have locked the door. It almost goes without saying, doesn't it? It does? Well, if I was Ginny in that situation, I know I would have locked the door as quickly as I could. I mean, those two burglars had just fired a gun in her direction, hadn't they? Oh yeah, obviously. Before the two brothers arrived, Miss Lestrade and Mr. Winnybag were in the storeroom together. Now, I don't know what went on between them at the time, but at some point, Mr. Winnybag must have heard the intruders breaking into his shop and left the storeroom. Intruders, huh? That's us, bruv. If your theory is correct, that would leave the accused alone in the storeroom. Yes, it would. Then, probably only moments later, the victim fled back through the storeroom door, hoping to escape danger. Hit in the back by the bullet, Mr. Winnybag fell to the floor where he was, just inside the storeroom. And what we have to ask ourselves now is, what would the defendant have done in that moment? I see where you're going with this. Outside the storeroom was a terrifying killer who had just murdered Mr. Winnybag. As soon as that thought struck Miss Lestrade, she slammed the door shut and locked it, in order to save her own life.
Hold it!
But I mean, we ain't the ones who done it. We ain't, Gov, we ain't. You gotta believe us. I mean, come on, we'd never shoot no one.
Objection!
That's blatantly untrue. I know for a fact that you would, because before my own eyes, you shot Mr. Herlock Sholmes. There's only one logical conclusion here. Mr. and Mr. Skulkin, you brothers had every opportunity to have been the true perpetrators of Mr. Winnybag's murder. The downside is, and I know Zeeks is gonna bring it up, the gun we have in evidence only has one shot fired. Where does this leave us? You mean to say it wasn't the pickpocket who shot the pawnbroker after all? I should have known it was those three brothers. That was amazing, Runo. All the members of the jury seem to be firmly on your side now. I know, first time ever, and probably the last. Well, I think you've done it. Surely we'll have to give a verdict of not. Yeah. Yep. An admirable effort, my learned friend. What's this now? He's laughing? You find the situation amusing, Lord Van Zieks? I myself find the defense's argument most persuasive. Pour that shit, baby. I dare say. Such chicanery is the bread and butter of the street performance in your provincial eastern nation. But such blatantly malicious conjuring tricks amount to nothing more than inexcusable pettifoggery here. What? What? No, I'm sorry. I was just... I don't... I don't understand after all this. Fucking Ryunosuke is still, like, surprised at this guy, at Zeke. Like, bro, you know what he's aware of. We outlawed him like 3 times. We did. We actually did. I don't know. The hypothesis you put forward so ostensibly, credibly cannot and will not stand. Because, you see, it contains a fatal flaw. Go ahead, point it out. Fatal flaw? Do you mean to tell me that you're unaware of your logic's failing? I say, Lord Van Zieks, might be an idea to explain this Bali conjuring trick or whatever it is to the troops on the ground, The fatal flaw in my learned friend's argument is really very simple to understand. Assuming you're not too dim-witted to count bullets. Yeah. Yeah, fucking knew it. By George, count bullets. Oh dear. He noticed then. Huh? What's everyone talking about? Counsel. Yes, yes, sir. Tell the court how many bullets were found at the scene of the crime. Two. 2 bullets. Correct. The first that which hit the victim in the back, ending his life. And the second that which struck the detective, Mr. Herlock Sholmes, on his arrival at the scene. Indeed. The defense presented a picture showing the damage caused by the second bullet earlier in the proceedings. The bullet which injured Mr. Sholmes appears to have passed through his body to strike the calendar. Your lordship's understanding is correct. Furthermore, we know there are 2 firearms involved in the incident. The revolver belonging to the victim, Mr. Windybank, and the Skulkin brothers' revolver. The evidence shows that a single bullet was fired from each gun. Yes, indeed it does. A single bullet from each. Now then, my learned friend, you yourself told the court only moments ago that these 2 brothers shot Mr. Herlock Sholmes right before your eyes. Yes, I did. Oh my goodness, I think you'll find that if the single bullet that was fired from the brothers' gun hit Mr. Sholmes, it means Windybank not shot by the same gun, only 1 bullet. Exactly. Yes, this Nipponese street performer presented an ostensibly credible argument. However, it was never anything more than a divisionary tactic with no hope of standing up to scrutiny. So somebody else... I mean, it was somebody else. Somebody else fucking shot him. Could they have taken the... Damn, he threw the whole fucking bottle back to pray forgive the discourtesy of flinging the dregs of this hollowed nectar into the public gallery. Lord Van Zeeks. But this court needs to open its eyes. The accused, Miss Gina Lestrade, is no ordinary little girl. Despite her young years, she can regrettably no longer be described as a juvenile. No, the person in the dock is far from a law-abiding citizen. She has a past riddled with criminal conduct. The truth is, the accused broke into the pawnbrokery on the night in question with loathsome intent. As we can see beyond doubt in this print, which depicts her threatening the victim with a murder weapon. And I have here in my possession 1 more piece of evidence the prosecution wishes to present. What the f... That disc. I'll be taking that, whatever it is, of McGilden's down to the yard. Oh, right. Okay, we got it back. Yo, can I spray it? Please, can I spray it? Please. How's this? Magic is purely chaotic. Several magical warlords vie for control with no government. Who's endless. You see, that's a nice change, Noodles, because anytime you hear anything in, like, considering or involved with magic, you think of, like, prestigious, like, really responsible people. But if you're saying these guys got access to magic and it's like a fucking, it's like post-apocalyptic out there, and we have, like, raiders and warlords and shit, that's kind of cool. It makes sense, because if like, realistically, if humans discovered, like, magic and powers and shit like that, you already know, bro. We're bad enough as it is with, like, guns and shit, and knives, sticks and stones. Imagine if we could figure out how to throw fucking fire at people. The very day before the hateful murder of Mr. Windybank, the accused attempted to make off with this article, which clearly doesn't belong to her. And with none of the subtlety of a pickpocket, I might add, but by a brute force and brazen impudence. Good gracious. Make no mistake, any sympathy for the accused on account of her years is misguided and dangerous. There are no depths to which this girl would not stoop if pushed, no crime she would not commit. The court forgets that fact at its peril. I see. I think it would be prudent to take this music box disc into evidence as a grim testament to the defendant. Oh, that was Gregson. Lord Van Zeeks, Inspector Gregson? What? Yes, Inspector? We had a meeting yesterday at the yard with the prosecution service, and, I think it was agreed that this wouldn't be used as evidence. What's this about? Why is the inspector acting strangely? Wow, Noodles, you caught a shiny. What the fuck? He just caught a shiny cricketune. Whoa. Noodles, he caught a fucking shiny. A cricketune. You caught a fucking shiny. Let's go, dude. He's blue, right? I think he's blue. Purple. That's the first time he said anything to Van Zeeks at all. I am unaware of any such meeting. But those were the instructions right from the top. The government bigwigs were insistent. Inspector, I am the prosecutor, and I alone determine how to present my case. Your warning is noted. Thank you. The prosecution wishes to proceed with submitting this disc as evidence, my lord. And indeed, bailiff. Why did you guys not want to submit this into evidence? What the fuck is going on? This bitch is gold? Oh, right, he's yellow. Right, he goes from orange to yellow. Right. Prosecution has established the accused's motive, opportunity, and baseness of character. There's nothing more to add. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I await your informed decisions and rest my case. Oh, he's done. Okay, bitch, he's done. He's got nothing else to add. I don't believe it. I had the jury on my side for once, for all of 5 minutes. Oh dear, it wasn't even for 5 minutes from now. My lord, wonder if I might say something at this point. Proceed, Mr. Foreman. Been stumbling about in a bit of a fog up to now, if truth be told. But all of a sudden, the answer's bally obvious to me and my men. There's only one thing for it. Oh no. Very well, the court will hear from the jury. Ladies and gentlemen, you will present your leanings as to the defendant's culpability.
Guilty.
Yeah.
Guilty.
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 Again with this shit, bro. Again. It's okay, we've done this twice before. We can do it again. We can do it again. Fuck. I'm getting my ass kicked by an adjutant and he gets a shiny. Summation examination 2, electric boogaloo. Exactly, here we go. We have a consensus among the jury, it seems. When you have eliminated the impossible, whatever remains must be the truth. That's my line. I wrote that for Hurley. How dare he use it against us? Don't worry, Iris. I don't think we're finished yet. There's still more to this case than we realize. There must be, because there's one thing that I'm absolutely certain of. Gina didn't shoot Mr. Wingbank. That's beyond any doubt. Very well. We will proceed with the second summation examination of the day. Mr. Foreman, are you and the other jurors ready? Garrett Squadron is primed and ready for action, sir. Very good. So, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you will each explain on what grounds you have now determined the defendant to be guilty. Did you even have to ask him for the second one? Nah, he just knew. I'm not gonna lie, he just knew. Once a rogue, always a rogue, I say. Different breed to us law-abiding citizens. As only 2 bullets were found at the scene, I would say the whole case is done and dusted. You don't need a stereoscope to see the truth here. Every way you look at it, it was that pickpocket. I never imagined that simple operation would cause me such grief. The accused attempted a theft from the previous day. I can see I'm in for a busy day ahead. I am a ballistics expert. I have seen many shootings. There is nothing I do not know about guns. Really? The more I fight this fire-breathing Spinosaurus, the more I like him. Yeah, dude, Anjanet's cool. It would seem that there's little remaining room for doubt. Like, he's aggressive, he's brutish, you know? Him and Tigrex are really fucking cool. They're similar, differently done monsters. It's sick. Have to admit, I was rather bowled over by the argument put forward by the chap in black. But when that fell apart like a house of cards, I saw that I'd jolly well been hoodwinked. Well, no more. The whole courtroom is turning against me. It's not fair. Iris? That prosecutor's being mean. Just because Ginny's done some things she shouldn't have done in the past, that doesn't make her a murderer. Allow me to savor this fruity vintage while I savor the spectacle of your fruitless debate on the matter. Here's to the truth coming out, eventually. You rested your case, Zeke. Fucking shut up and drink your cup. Drink your prune juice, you handsome bitch. That's enough preamble, counsel. Proceed with the summation examination. Walk in. Yes, my lord. Here we go. Fence's rebuttal. Okay, once a rogue, always a rogue, I say. Different breed. Okay. There's only 2 bullets were found at the scene. I would say the whole case is done and dusted.
Hold it!
It's the number of bullets that has you convinced. Only 2 bullets were fired, and the 2 guns that fired them have been examined by the police. When the parlor maid asks me how many are invited for dinner, I always start her to count the table settings. Well, that's logical, I suppose. Although, yes, sometimes after dining, crockery does go missing. 1 or 2 guests rather like the fine china. Does your employer dine with feeds? So I suppose. I suppose if there was another bullet somewhere of which we were unaware, I'd have to reconsider my position. A 3rd bullet somewhere on the scene. Could that be possible? I can't even prove it. I can prove it. I can't prove shit. Oh, Runa, look. This is blood. Yes, you're right. Just a small smear, but definitely blood. Actually, I feel as though I might have noticed that before. And it's my time to shine again. Oh yeah, I didn't investigate this. Let's see. Can we get this done quickly, Iris? In a flash. Yeah, whose blood is this? Green. A lovely bright shade again. Wait, that color. What is it? It's just that green. It's not the first time we've seen that color, is it? But why would Sholmes have... Why did he touch the disc? He said if we don't hit the Cosmo Virgin Slash after this shit is over, this game is shit. Was there an exit hole in the victim? No. I think in the victim it was just an entry point and the bullet was in it. But... what I'm trying to figure out is... Okay, we still don't have... We that's just interesting. So now I'm thinking, is the blood really Schulp's? Or is it somebody else's? I can't... it's impossible. I can't right now. Fortunately, only 2 bullets were discovered by the police during our investigations. Yes, I know. Right. And I don't imagine the good men of Scotland Yard would have overlooked anything. If I missed a bullet while I was cleaning his lordship's office, well... I should receive a sound scolding, I don't doubt. Then you should receive a visit from the police, perhaps. It sounds like a crime scene to me. A 3rd bullet. It would completely turn things around if there was one, wouldn't it? Do you think we might find one lying around somewhere? You don't need stereoscopes to tell the truth, and everywhere you should look at it, it was the pickpocket. I never imagined that simple operation would cause me such grief. This fucking old man again, bro.
Hold it!
Would you please stop muttering about things that have nothing to do with this trial, sir? The defendant's life is on the line here. Well, the thing is, I couldn't really say that it's nothing to do with this trial, to be honest. What? Huh? I mean, there's no question that the man who was shot, but the bullet had simply vanished from his stomach. It's quite inexplicable, don't you think? I almost don't want to ask, but the surgery you've been muttering about all this time, you were operating on... What was the fellow's name now? Herlick? No. Herlock? No. Hairlock? Herlock Sholmes, by any chance? Did you... It was that Hairlock fellow. You fucking... You're the surgeon that operated on Mr. Sholmes? That's right. Using the very latest anesthesia techniques, I might add. It was a fairly major op, I can tell you. This is crazy. Let me see. The fellow was brought in not long after midnight, if I remember correctly. They said he'd been shot by some criminal or other, so I opened him up like a shot. But the funny thing is, I went over his insides with a fine-tooth comb and couldn't find the bullet anywhere. So I'm afraid I had to throw up my hands and just stitch the fellow back up. I hate to state the obvious, but... Yes? Surely that's because the bullet is still at the scene of the shooting. The counsel for the defense is correct. As is clearly shown in the photographic prints, the bullet that sold the brother's fighter, Mr. Sholmes, hit him in the stomach region, then exited his body and lodged into the shop wall where the calendar was hanging by the door. I think you'll find it's really quite simple if you just consider the problem three-dimensionally. Who do you think I am, son? Well, juror number 4 is about the best I can do. As soon as I saw the wound to the man's stomach, I flipped him over. Like a pancake? Are you saying that you checked his back? Of course I did, and there wasn't a trace of injury. No sign that the bullet had left the body at all. What? That's the point. The only logical conclusion was that the bullet was still somewhere in the man's innards, which is exactly why I set about slicing him up. But I'm still none the wiser even now. How many times do I have to say it? Can somebody please explain how it happened? Can somebody please solve the mystery? It's almost as much of a mystery as how this jury was put together. Huh? Wait, what the f... The mystery of where the bullet ended up is infuriating. Where's an expert when you need one? Oh, fuck. Wait a minute, sir. We have an expert right here, apparently. Well, what the... Wait. What is going on, bro? Sholmes was shot. The bullet... There was no exit wound, but the bullet wasn't found in his stomach. There's a bullet in the wall. That's his blood, isn't it?
Objection!
Those two statements clearly contradict the idea that all I do is pit jurors against each other. Oh, a ballistics expert. Pitting. PIs. On the night in question, Mr. Sholmes was shot by one of the Skulkin brothers, but since there was no sign of an exit wound on his back, we must assume the bullet didn't pass through him. However, no bullet was found lodged in Mr. Sholmes' body either. Furthermore, a bullet was found lodged in the wall of the shop where Mr. Sholmes was shot. What the fuck is a Xatu-F? Definitely catching that shit. I love Totem Pokemon. Juror number 6. Watch me catch this Pokemon. Come on, Shiny. Hello, my name is Villain. Pleased to meet you. Bitch. This apparent contradiction in the facts that is so clearly troubling juror number 4. Are you able to explain the mystery? I have seen a very similar situation in Motherland. It was night, there was blizzard, and I was running away along Mountain Road in freezing cold. Golly. The snow was piling high on both sides of the road. It was very narrow and dangerous. My pursuers had hunting rifles, and they were on dog sleds. Mental note, don't ask too many questions. I was shot from behind and I fell down in snow. And this situation was very similar to what I hear today from Doctor. They could not find bullet in body, and no sign of, how do you say, exit wound. Then where did the bullet go? Bullet never hit me. Well, if it never hit you, why did you fall down? Bullet hit frozen wall of ice very close to me. What? One small piece, very sharp, broke away from a lump of ice and pierced my body. It made a deep wound that looks just like bullet hole wound. Good gracious. Of course, a piece of ice quickly melted inside me, and that is solution to mystery of disappearing bullet. But that doesn't answer the question at all. The shooting happened at a pawnbroker shop, not some snowy mountain road in another country. Just an idea, but we might not be looking at exactly the same scenario here. Bruno, where exactly was Hurley shot again? Well, according to the report, in his stomach. Sort of around this area, I think. Well, that's precisely where he always wears a little pouch on his belt. A pouch? Actually, I might have noticed something like that. Yes, a pouch. It's where he keeps 3 glass vials of dangerous chemicals that he uses in his investigations. What? Really? Doctor, where is the pouch Mr. Sholmes was wearing? Well, the fellow had nothing like that on his person when he arrived at the hospital as far as I remember. If I may, Lord Van Zieks. While I realize it is forbidden for the prosecution to interject during a summation examination, I should inform the defense that I have the pouch in question in the antechamber outside the courtroom. Huh. As I understand it, when the police arrived on the scene and found Mr. Sholmes injured, they removed the pouch in order to assess the wound. Ah, thank goodness, I thought I was getting forgetful for a moment. Since then, it has been in my safekeeping along with all other evidence related to the case. I can personally vouch for the fact that it has not been touched since the incident occurred. Very well. While extremely unconventional during a summation examination, I must demand the prosecution presents the item in question with all speed. Bring forth Herlock Sholmes' pouch. It's just a female Zatsu. Oh, that's what F stands for? Dude, this fucking case is crazy. This shit just keeps going. I see. So this is the pouch worn by Mr. Sholmes on the night in question, is it? Look at that. One of the files is broken and the leather around it is scorched black. It's almost as if the file exploded. Exploded. So that night, the bullet from the Skolkin brothers' gun struck Mr. Sholmes' pouch. And it was the glass file exploding that caused the fellow's injury. This bullet did not penetrate the victim, but was deflected into a wall of shop. But this doesn't prove anything. A delightfully complex aroma. Well, it would appear one mystery has been solved at least. Though it has no bearing on the truth of this case. The bungling and burgling brothers shot the detective, and the accused shot the pawnbroker. The pertinent facts of the case remain unaltered. He's not wrong. At least the mystery solved. I can sleep easy tonight. Thank you, young man. Oh, you're welcome. Dah. Thank you very much. Very much. Glad I could help. Due to its bearing on the conundrum just solved, the court will sequester the scruffy pouch as evidence. Hurley's pouch isn't scruffy. Let me look at this shit. May I? Now the summation examination. It would appear the defense is somewhat struggling to alter opinion. Please, my lord, a little more time. After all, that's a new piece of evidence. It could be a valuable clue, and you can't afford to overlook anything here, Ryunsuke. Still a way to turn this around, somehow. I'm sure of it. Let's take a look at this. Okay, so this is pouch Mr. Sholmes is wearing around his waist at the time of shooting. One of the glass vials is smashed, and there are scorch marks around it. Oh yeah, that's scorched as fuck. Excuse me? Is that what I fucking think it is? It's really scorched badly just here. Oh, the strap is broken, look. This must be where the bullet hit them. Let me see. Oh, fuck me, we found it. What the? Iris, look. Behind where the broken file was, do you see it? Ah, that's Skolkin Brothers' bullet. What a stroke of luck that it It hit his pouch. This is an amazing discovery. What this means is there were 3 bullets fired at Windybanks that night. We found exactly what that juror was talking about. A third bullet. It's time to press that juror again, I think. Okay, so does this prove there is another fucking gun involved? Of course, dude, a gun for each brother. Ain't no way only one of them was packing. Oh, I can't present. I gotta press.
Hold it!
It's the number of bullets that has you convinced. Yeah. Sometimes after dining. Yep. Suppose if there was another bullet somewhere. Reconsider my position. There we go. I got it right here. I can actually prove it. Ma'am, I can actually prove it. Allow me to show you then. The third bullet.
Take that!
I fucking love it when he poses like that. Here it is. We discovered it just now. Yes, on the night in question in Windybank's pawnbrokery, another bullet was fired.
Hold it!
What is this new trickery, you Nipponese conjurer? You can just call me a conjurer, you know? Where did you find that bullet? It was lodged inside of Mr. Sholmes' pouch. What? This pouch was removed from around Mr. Sholmes' waist before he was taken to hospital. And since then, it has been touched by no one. Do you mean to say the shot fired by the Skulkin brothers that night? Yes, as your lordship has surmised, it hit this pouch. But that makes no sense whatsoever. We already knew the whereabouts of the bullet fired at Mr. Sholmes. It's clearly visible in this photographic print. 2 guns from the scene have already been submitted into court record as evidence. Yes, that of Mr. Windybank and that belonging to the Skulkin brothers. An examination of both guns revealed that only a single bullet had been fired from each. But that must mean... So the green blood isn't Sholmes. It's not Sholmes. We now know that on the night in question 3 bullets were fired. However, only 2 bullets were fired from the guns recovered from the crime scene. And until that incontrovertible inconsistency is somehow explained, we cannot and must not pass judgment. That JoJo pose, Van Zeeks. Oh, fuck his heart. He's gonna have a heart attack. Jetstream Sam posed with Virgil fighting style. It's fucking sick. Did you ever watch a Mega Man 2 rap from 20? It's random, but I need to know. A Mega Man 2 rap? No, Seth? I don't think so. No. While the summation examination remains incomplete, the court has been presented with new facts. Facts that would appear to shake the very foundations upon which the case against the defendant has been built. As is my prerogative in this situation, I hereby temporarily suspend the summation examination. By Jupiter. What? Bailiff, bring the witnesses back to the stand at once. Yeah, they lied again, bro. They lied again. Bring them out here so we can add more time to their sentence. This is bullshit. Well, now 6, but send it to me. Witnesses? Governor? Were you listening to the proceedings while the defense carried out the summation examination? We was, Governor, we was. Perhaps we can dispense with the tedious preamble. Simply answer this one question. A third bullet has been identified at the scene of the crime. What do you make of that? Make of it, Gov? I don't make nothing of nothing if I can't help it. Is it one of yours? Court blame me, but not a chance. In that case, did you have an accomplice? Never. The Skulkin brothers work alone. It's just the 2 of us. That's our trademark. How soon we forget poor Sulky. Only 2 of the bullets from the crime scene originated from the firearms we have in evidence. The third bullet was fired from another gun. Where is it? That's an head scratcher. Oh yeah? Counsel for the defense. Yes? I should like to hear your thoughts regarding these new developments. The third bullet, and the mysterious missing firearm from whence it came. Thinking back over all the testimony we've heard and all the evidence we've seen, I think I'm starting to form a picture of what really happened that night. My lord, I think it's clear what this third bullet tells us about the Skulkin brothers. They had a secret accomplice, had another gun, and it's nothing to do with them. Now here's the fucking thing. It could be all of these. This is the fucked up part, because I think there was somebody else that night. But I also do think they could have had another gun. I think it's all of these. And it has nothing to do with them because the other person has nothing to do with them. So let's just go, whether they planned on it, whether they planned on it or not, there was somebody else there. So let's just go with secret accomplice. Because they also mentioned somebody else, and we can't forget about that. On that night at Winnieback's pawnbrokery, the brothers must have been working with a third man. The witnesses are clearly doing their best to cover up the existence of this accomplice, but the evidence all points to the fact that there was someone else present, someone carrying a gun.
Objection!
I was like 6, I was on YouTube, should have found really. I was like, I like Mega Man, and it was the coolest shit ever to me. That's how you find a lot of dope fucking videos, man. I like Mega Man. An accomplice, you say? Higgs will. The fuck does that mean? You Brit? Ooh. These protracted proceedings have already forced us to endure 2 summation examinations. Yet in all that time, there has been not a murmur of a third man, if this apparently wraith-like being exists. The court must be shown hard evidence. Without it, this fantasy will be crushed. The prosecution demands answers on 2 counts. Firstly, proof, evidence, that this accomplice was ever at the scene of the crime. And secondly, the identity of this spurious character. The Skulkins are lying, I know that. But how can I ascertain the identity of the person that they're hiding? Well, counsel, I'm supposed to prove the existence of this accomplice and reveal the person's identity even. In response to the prosecution's demands, my lord, defense is... Can I? I have an idea, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I have an idea. Fuck my fucking head. Here's the thing. If I present, I think presenting the blood is more than enough. There's green blood that isn't Sholmes, because Sholmes he didn't get hit by that bullet, so that proves the green blood doesn't belong to Sholmes. But what about people? Oh, I sure can. I sure fucking can. I am ready. We're ready. We're ready to wrap this shit up. Yeah, they said it earlier. They did. They tried to mod it in more games because Harvey, whatever's a shit, and doing without money paying expense. Wait, the reason I was a fan of Mega Man was because my mom's boyfriend at the time modded up arcade and she'd play NES games. Oh. He didn't want to pay all that money. Oh, fucking Galvantula. Oh, I like that thing. Dude, there's a big fucking thunder spider in chat. Big thunder spider, big thunder spider. Joltik is cute as fuck too, man. Galvantula is sick. Ace sucks dick. Look at this fucking bullshit in chat. Get the fuck... Hey, fuck out of here, demon. Holy fuck. On the DL. Look at this shit. Neanderthal behavior. Absolutely, absolutely. We have a Neanderthal in chat. Fuck out of here, bitch. The fence is ready. Thanks for the 14 minutes. Dude. One of my favorite things is like somebody types like I don't know what they were. Oh fuck, what was it? They were like, how can I get unbanned, or how can I play you in two? Oh, I think it was that. Yeah. Oh yeah, it was that. They were like, play me on 2K, and he goes, first of all, I'm gonna need you to grab your finest piece of plastic, and by plastic I mean credit card or debit card or whatever has the most money on it. I'm gonna need you to donate me $100. That's enough to buy the game and enough to play the fucking game. and he just goes off. Like, I hate him, bro. I want you to swipe your finest plastic. Who the fuck says that? Yeah, he got a shiny. Isn't that bullshit? Oh, we all caught it. Let's go. Relax. He said, dude. First I don't need my full speed to catch, and then I see you start to speed up. Then I start to speed up. He's not right. There's something wrong in his brain. He for sure, if they do a case study in his brain, there will be holes. I believe I can provide all the answers to the prosecution demands. So my Nipponese friend, despite the swimming eyes, you seem to think you have something to say. This promises to be interesting. I have to push forward now. There's no other option. I need to use every single piece of evidence available to me if it were to make a difference. In that case, counsel, I would ask you to present the evidence without delay. On the night in question, and the moments leading up to the death of the victim, what proof have you that there were a third intruder present at the scene?
Take that!
Blood, sir. Green blood, to be precise. The evidence is right here in this portfolio. By Jove, that portfolio again, is it? That was your first shiny ever, MJ? I thought it was a fucking Wingle. You expect the court to rifle through your papers itself? Be more specific. You claim one of those blood samples proves the presence of the third intruder. Well, which one is it? Well, let's do the calendar.
Take that!
What am I looking at here? There appears to be some green paint or such like around the bullet hole in the middle of the calendar. That's a bloodstain, my lord. A bloodstain. I joined the stream and he went, and did his little fucking pose and went, yes, because someone donated him to get untimed. No, dude, he's been gifting himself. Yeah, he's been gifting himself under the guise of like bot accounts. That dude is on some shit. I shit you not. Green blood, curious, even for you. I've been posed to someone's put it down. How the Noodle knows about LTG too. And the court to understand that the intruder was some unhuman, and he's viewbotting, too. Yeah, it's proven. There's a pattern to it. It's something developed by Mr. Herlock Shums. All the accounts that gift him, they were made that day. I got like 2 full boxes of shinies. Jesus, MJ. By the great detective. New invention. Stop. Not yet appeared in the story. Stop. It's this, you see. It doesn't have a name yet, though. This fogger sprays a chemical that reacts with the different elements in people's blood to change its color. Different elements of people's blood? Yes, everyone's blood is slightly different, you see, because it's made up of different elements. So by seeing what color he changes to, you can tell in a flash whose blood it is. And that brings a whole extra dimension to look at that blood. Talk of blood in courtroom. Stop. Very exciting. Stop. They like a blood. I remember y'all talking about him. Oh, well, you know enough about his depth. You know enough to know about his fucking depth, bro. And that's recent too. His depth and his daughter have been revealed recently. Poor fucking thing. I just hope like she never finds out about him. I hope the fucking trolls leave her alone, bro, because that's awful. Just troll Dale. Leave her out of it. As an example, this one shows the blood of the victim, Mr. Moneyback. Striking blue. Don't tell him about Glami juice, no! Yes, you see, the green color of his bloodstain on the calendar shows that somebody else was shot in the main part of the shop. Now hold your fire there, young man. Could be from some unrelated incident, couldn't it? No, it's not unrelated. date showing on the calendar is the date on which Mr. Windybank was killed. My golly. Therefore, we can assume that whoever was shot on the same day. Then whose blood is it? Well, the Skulkin brothers are in the stand don't appear to be suffering from any gunshot injuries. Which means it must be the blood of somebody else, the third intruder, in fact.
Objection!
Whose identity the court is still waiting to hear. You can't delay this any longer, my learned friend. Who is his alleged third intruder? Eggs Benedict.
Take that!
The man's name is Eggert Benedict. Eggert Benedict? Who on earth are you talking about, counsel? He paid a visit to Windybank's pawnbroker on the afternoon before the incident took place. When the accused attempted to deceive the pawnbroker into releasing this article into her possession. That's right. The man identified by the defense, Mr. Eggert Benedict, then attempted to take the article from the defendant by force. Broker. Yes, sir? I believe this filthy pocket thief has just redeemed an article from you, no? Oh, he shot him then. And we're looking at our fucking killer right there. That's our guy. Dude, that got me into Egger. Oh, check this. The twink, yeah. This guy's a fucking murderer. He did it. And he was the guy that got shot. Let's call him up, see if he's got any wounds on him. Come on, let's see. I've seen this shit, Seth. I've seen that one. That one's classic. In a movie, you want to know something fucked up, MJ? At the time, this dude played it off like it got leaked and how he was gonna be in a movie, and then like somehow trolls hacked his account and leaked that. It came out years later that he leaked it himself. How desperate can you be? How weird can you be? I'm gonna film myself ass naked in the shower, leak it, and pretend I got hacked, all to like make himself relevant. He confirmed it himself. But at the time, he had like a close circle of mods, a close circle of like that was back with Rocks and I forget who else. But after they eventually turned, because it's fun to just troll this man. They confirmed that they're like, yeah, he told us, like he filmed it himself, he gave it to us, and we spread it. Magic Dimension, let's go, Noodles. Want to hear the fucking that I figured out how to do in Expedition 33? Yeah, let's do it. Thanks for 14 measly dollars. That's my favorite fucking... Bro, there was a point, Seth, in that era where he was obsessed with a Saturn stick. I'll leave it at that. That man was obsessed. Inspector Gregson was there at the time and can attest to what happened. In the end, it was the inspector himself who took the disc. Can you corroborate this account, Inspector? Yes, my lord. That's more or less what happened. And in the interest of being thorough, I asked Windybank for a print showing the fellow. Taken from one of the red-handed recorder governances. That's him talking to Mr. Windybank that morning. And you claim this man is the brother's accomplice. Well, Mr. and Mr. Skulkin? Never seen the geezer before in my life. On my life, Gov, on my life. Never seen him. Well, somewhat unsurprisingly, it appears our witnesses disagree with the assertion. I'm sure your lordship recalls my learned Nipponese friend's actual assertion, which was that he could prove the identity of the alleged accomplice. Yes, and I can. Then show us the evidence. I agree. We must see proof that the clean-cut gentleman in the photograph is the filthy criminal you say he is. Oh, fuck. It's gotta be the disc, right? This is the last piece of evidence. I've had a feeling that something has been missing in this trial from the very start. But now, I'm gonna drag it kicking and screaming into the courtroom. Are you ready to present your answer to the court then, counsel? Well, I sure am. Lord, with defense will present the evidence now. Oh, shit. Proof that the man pictured in the photograph print was in fact the person struck by the third bullet. It's gotta be the disc. It's got green blood. It's got green blood.
Take that!
As I mentioned before, on the afternoon of the day in question, the defendant attempted deceitfully, admittedly, to reclaim this disc from Wendy Banks, which is when the aforementioned Eggert Benedict appeared on the scene, I believe. This man then attempted to purloin the article from the defendant's possession, no? That's correct, my lord. I myself was present at the time. It was following this that a minor incident occurred. But of course, sir, here's a disc for you. Then I shall bid you farewell. Say goodbye to style. Yeah, bitch, that didn't belong to you. He's mine. Right. My alms and dimension include dark forest, monsters, races are very varied due to the chaotic and less warlike nature of the dimension. Really, it's more like we're making 30s, but that's why they're all young. Oh, Jesus. Okay. So, what in that sense, Noodles, would it be like scary to see an old wizard? Like, holy fuck, how is he so old? What has he done? How powerful is he to have lived for this long? What do you think you're doing, you little tramp? You've drawn blood, you filthy animal. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! She did make him bleed that day, didn't she? Didn't she? Very identification sense I got timed out. Additional, I don't know if that was botted. I don't think so. No. Because your money doesn't Twitch take a portion of it. It's so he can make himself like seem more relevant and more popular than he is. Being a music box disc, it has countless small but sharp metal protrusions over its surface. Those protrusions cause Mr. Benedict's finger to bleed, and the resulting smear of blood is still visible on the disc now. Goodness, a bloodstain is it? My assistant and I have just analyzed the bloodstain here in this very courtroom, using my trusty fogger gun. Yes, and we added the results to the portfolio. I say, it's green. It's exactly the same color as the blood around the calendar. The evidence is conclusive. The man calling himself Mr. Eggert Benedict, who was in Windbags earlier in the day, is the accomplice who was present at the scene of the crime that night. So there was someone else there. Look at those two brothers now. They're sweating buckets. Boy, what are you talking? Who are you talking about? It's boiling in here. My lord, it is the opinion of the defense that Mr. Eggert Benedict should be summoned to the courtroom to testify. It would certainly seem that we can ill afford to ignore this gentleman's apparent presence.
Objection!
Apparent, it's obvious. This has gone on long enough now. This flagrant ignorance of the mechanics of law. Herlock Sholmes, you say? Yes, I've heard the name. The protagonist in a series of short stories for the vulgar classes, a god of detection or some such. And now you employ chemical substances devised by this fantastical persona at the highest court in the land. Do you expect us to take you seriously? The samples made by this plaything are not fit to be called evidence. So the bloodstain turned a shade of green. What of it? Here's to you, successfully proving that no other blood in the world would turn the same color. Ah, well. Fuck. And pray, do not even think of suggesting that we should take Mr. Sholmes' word for it. Is he right? Is Mr. Sholmes' concoction a load of rubbish? I don't know, I mean, he is a great detective. What are you talking about? We can't let him get away with that. I knew it would come to this. Of course, Mr. Sholmes' invention isn't going to be recognized by any official body. But what other choice do I have? I'm just remembering what Father Christmas over there said before. About how he was temporarily suspending the summation examination. In other words, The examination isn't over yet, is it? Good grief. What did you just say, young girl? And in the submission examination, the decision as to whether or not the trial continues is in the hands of the 6 jurors, isn't it? So the way I see it, doesn't matter what certain other people think of Hurley's invention.
Why don't you bring that belly over here? Let me give it a quick pat. Really good belly.
No, fuck. Shit. The fuck is a strudel? Very, very rarely we encounter an old magic human that is heavily scarred in actual dimension. You are in the presence of one of the most powerful. Yeah, that's fucked. You see, that's what I was talking about, Noodles. Also, what the fuck happened? I found a character that can build up points. She then has an attack that consumes points, max 10 points, to do more damage. That's how I hit the damage cap. I then found a move that hits 5-7 times and consumes points to do 200% more damage. I also have an accessory that makes my moves do either 50 or 200% of their normal damage. The move that hits many times also does not consume points of crits. And I have another accessory that makes it so that when the character is fighting alone, she crits guaranteed with every hit. Is there a reason to do that though, MJ, besides just breaking the fucking game? Or do enemies get that tough? You got the mantle, let's go! Let's go! Well, motor shoots 75% more damage and builds up double points, now max 20. They get fucking tough. I did read chat. I just read it. I'm reading it. That's all I'm fucking reading. That's insane. But that's what I'm asking though. Is there a point to it? That shit will do like half the boss's health. Oh my god. So you could do all that and still get fucked. That's insane. But yes, Noodles, I would like to hear the inspiration. That's still, but you see MJ, isn't that satisfying, dude? Yeah, I can just tell that game is great in many ways. Yes, she's right. Young lady, you have quite the devious mind. It really just comes down to one thing. Whether these ladies and gentlemen of the jury are convinced by what you say, Runo. Is that about right, would you say? Or did I misunderstand something? Unbelievable. Mr. Shelm's partner is a force to be reckoned with. Iris Wilson, sharpshooter. Starts fucking shooting everybody in court with the real bullet. After that shrewd presees of the situation from an entirely unexpected source, it must be acknowledged that the previous submission examination has yet to reach its conclusion. This is absurd. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, the court now looks to you for your final leanings in this matter. As proud citizens of Her Majesty's Britain, I'm sure you will come to fair and just conclusions. You guys, please, we gotta hear from this fucker. So then, state your final decisions in turn, please.
Not guilty.
Not guilty.
Not guilty.
Guilty.
You old bitch.
Guilty.
You stupid bitch.
Not guilty.
How the fuck? How am I siding with the Russian revolutionary than you old bitches?
Guilty.
You old fuck. Somebody fire him, bro. I'm gonna report his ass to the board. Thinking about, I lost my scalpel. I left it in his tummy with me. Yeah, bitch. Really responsible of your old bitch ass. And ooh. 2 call guilty, 4 call not guilty. Such is the outcome of the summation examination.
Objection.
So what? Cry about it, Zeke. Suck your fucking OJ. My lord, with all due respect, this is an outrage. Hey, Zeeks. No, I'm not gonna. The prosecution refuses to accept this decision. On what grounds? If these jurors are persuaded by some half-baked concoction devised by a pretender to a real police work, then they are too ignorant to be trusted with the judgment of anyone's guilt. I'm sorry, Lord Van Zeeks, but the outcome of the summation examination cannot be ignored. This trial will continue. Have a heart attack about it. Yep, shit, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Daddy, don't die. It's fucked how much brain power I'm putting into this game, but it's good. It's engaging your brain. That's how you know it's a good one. Infinite 200% damage loop. Shit. Nevertheless, we find ourselves in a rather awkward situation. The defense has very reasonably requested the subpoena of a new witness. Oh, we're going an extra day? But sadly, I fear that will be impossible. What? The name the gentleman gave for himself, Egbert Benedict, is quite clearly false. Well, yeah. I don't believe it. Just when I'd managed to prove the man was there that night. Could I say something? Who was that? Please, who spoke? It was me, my lord. Jury number 5? What have you to say, madam? If possible, Inspector. Me, ma'am? I wonder if you might show the photograph print to me again, the one in which the gentleman is shown. Oh, can you finger this dude? I mean, I mean, finger like you know his name. Even she was like, yes. There's no doubt in mind. Nah, I'm Jeremy 5. You don't mean to say. You know this man? Don't tell me y'all related. I know him. What? No. Good gracious. What are the odds? Shut the fuck up, Seth. Shut up, bitch. Shut up. Neanderthal behavior. Get the fuck out of here, man. Stop that shit. Order, order, order. Juror number 5. How on earth? I am a communications officer. Stop. As we can clearly see, the gentleman in the photograph is, stop, also a communications officer. He works in my office. Shut the fuck up, Seth. Chew on my sock. This character has different stances. One stance called Virtuose Stance that does 200% more damage. Now, usually that would just be for one turn. Now, allow me to demonstrate the loop. I set the enemy on the fire using another character. The enemy is now burning. I have a move on her where when an enemy is burning, it puts her in virtual stance. I then have a move where when I attack, I stay in virtual stance for that turn. Now when I run out of AP to use that move, I have another move that gives me 2/4 more AP and keeps me in my current stance. This means that the main idea I got from the Magic Dimension is the Cambodian genocide, which is carried out by Kermit Rowe with the height of his violence constant. What a transition. As well as most wizards and fiction in the VO, the Dumbledore, Gandalf, etc., the thought of the majority of wizards being young seemed new, as well as the reasoning being solid. The idea that the magical realm is a constant mad fight for power. Cell Saga. Yeah, bro. This is your last night here, Seth. You finna get banned, bro. I attack and stay in that stance. I build AP, I am still in that stance. I attack again, I am still in that stance. Infinite 200% damage. Because they're burned? A very talented operator, in fact. They work at the same place. He should be in the communication station now, tapping away at the telegraph. This doesn't seem right somehow. I can't put my finger on why, but it doesn't feel right. I suppose we all imagine the accomplice would be some sort of hardened criminal. It's a bit unexpected to find out that he has a respectable job by day, whatever he gets up to at night. I suppose that's it. I suppose that's why I felt something was wrong. The gentleman is at London's communicate. Ah. He's a communications officer. Okay, I'm getting it. If the gentleman is at London's communication station, we should be able to subpoena him within the hour. Lord Van Zeeks, if you please. Yes, my lord. Make the necessary arrangements with all haste, as your lordship bids. They don't have to be burnt after the first time. You might know the parry's counter every time I hit the counter fucking damage couple too. Jesus. Yeah, MJ, I know. I have heard about it. I've seen memes. The court will recess for 1 hour. When the new witnesses arrive, we shall reconvene to hear the gentleman's testimony. Inspector Gregson. Yes, my lord? I should like to hear from you specifically about events at the pawnbroker on the day in question. Come to my chambers during the recess. Yes, sir, my lord. Very well. Court is adjourned until 1:40 p.m. I'm not gonna lie. This shit's gonna go for a minute. There were 4 parts to the investigation. I have reason to believe there will be 4 parts to the trial. Meaning, going into part 3, we're officially halfway through the trial. I think we can finish this in the next stream, for sure. We got through 2 parts tonight. Let's go a little bit more. Let's go a little bit more. But, oh yeah, you know what? Let's do this, and then once we're back in court, we'll call it a night. Yeah, go for it, MJ. Gina, how are you holding up? I'm starting to feel quite warmly towards your frequent cold shoulders now. Ginny, are you alright? Why aren't you saying anything? What's the point, eh? Why go to all this trouble and fight so hard for the likes of me? What? Well, you saw it. That picture. What picture? I mean this. The photograph taken by Hurley's red-handed reporter. Well, I didn't think it would have captured a scene like this, that's for sure. It's hopeless. Anyone who sees that's gonna think I did it, ain't they? Well, I won't pretend like it wasn't a bit of a shock when the prosecution first presented it to the court. Surely you gotta have your doubts about me now. You can't still think I'm innocent. Of course I can. Ginny, why don't you talk to us? Tell us what really happened that night. Huh? Reynolds cleverly managed to piece together a lot of new information, but still, we'd really like to hear it from you. Yeah, fucking tell us. They could have helped us a lot. Alright then. Seriously, if you told us what happened the night before, we wouldn't have struggled so much in there. It was after we had dinner together at your place, right, Iris? Then we all had a chat up in your office, didn't we? Yes, I remember. After that, I just couldn't get to sleep, so I slipped out and went down the street to the 2-to-1 to Windybank's place. I had to know if Iris' story was there or not, the Hound of the Baskervilles. I don't know what it's about or nothing, but if you ask me, there's something in it that Sholmes don't like, something we don't want people reading. So that's why he lied to Iris about sticking it in love with Windybank's for safekeeping. At least that's what I thought at the time. So you broke into Windybank's. I just had to know if there was something there or not. Or if it was there or not. I mean, I had no idea all that was going to kick off, did I? I struck the lock and snuck inside. It was dark as you like in there. So I gave the oil lamp on the counter a bit of wick, and that's when... What do you think you're doing? I nearly died, I did. The next thing I knew... Grabbed the gun off the counter and was waving it in the air like, I don't know what. Ah, you're the girl who was in here this afternoon. I didn't think pickpockets went in for armed robbery. Then...
Why don't you bring that belly over here? Let me give it a quick pat. Really good belly! Why don't you bring that belly over here?
No, fuck that.
Let me give it a quick pat.
No.
Really good belly!
Check Discord. Let me finish this up. I'm almost done. Did Sholmes leave a load of papers with you? A story. I beg your pardon. The Hound of the something or other. If it's here, I want to see it. I'm so sorry, young lady, but I'd sooner die than relinquish an article belonging to one of my customers. I don't want it. What would I want to do with it anyway? I just want to see if it's there, that's all. Oh, you want to see it, do you? I want to know if Sholmes really pawned it here or not. Please, just let me see it and I'll go. Oh, very well then. But for pity's sake, stop waving my gun around, would you? So that's how we got it back. So then the old cove unlocked the storeroom door, and we both went inside. And it was there, alright, the manuscript. Sholmes weren't lying after all. You did all that just to check for me, Ginny? Anyway, then there was a bit of a kick-up out in the main bit of the shop. Skulkin brothers arriving on the scene. Yes. What was that noise? Someone's breaking in. Dear me. Is there some burglars convention here tonight that I don't know about? I think I forgot to shut the door behind me. Sorry. I better go and take care of it. Could I possibly have my gun back? Oh well, I'll come with you. No, now don't be foolish, young girl. You must stay right here. Don't leave this room under any circumstances. And with that, he took the gun out of my hands and walked back out into the shop. I hung back in the storeroom like he said, straining my ears in the dark to hear what was going on. It sounded like they got into a bit of a scrap. I started to think I should help, see? So I was just about to go out to the storeroom myself when... Two. I heard a couple of shots go off. 2, I think. Almost at the same time. And then there he was, right at my feet, lying face down on the floor. I was right next to the storeroom door, so I slammed it and shut and locked it quick as you like. Because you thought whoever had shot Mr. Windybag might come for you. Yeah, so I went to grab the old cove's gun. I figured I'd put up a fight at least. But when I got a better look at him, I knew. 2 shots. So 1 shot him and... But he was shot in the back. His gun went off and fucking shot Eggert. Windybag was a goner. I felt funny in my head all of a sudden, kind of dizzy. And after that, I don't remember nothing. That must be when you passed out, Gina. If I hadn't done what I'd done, the old cove might still be alive. Did you tell the police everything you just told us? Of course I did, but they didn't believe a word of it, did they? All they said was, if I kept telling lies, it'd make things even worse for me. It'll be alright, Jenny, don't worry. Just stay strong a little longer. Luna's about to put the real culprit through the mill. That cove what was there in the afternoon. That Eggert Benedict. I still remember how he looked at me, like I was nothing. He was there that night. We don't know his real name yet, but I'm convinced that he's involved somehow. Anyway, thank you for telling us what happened, Gina. I appreciate your honesty. You what? You can leave it all in Runo's capable hands now, Ginny. Mr. Naraado. Yes? How come you trust me? I don't get it. I mean, have you forgotten what happened here before? Come on, it was only 2 months ago. Me and McGilda, we told you a whole pack of lies. And you got the bog trotter off with him, even though he was a killer. No, I could never forget that. Oh, I did what I thought was best at the time. But the pain of that era of judgment doesn't get any easier to bear. Still, don't forget that I also made you a promise. I told you that I'd be on your side of the bitter end, no matter what. But what if I'm lying? You could be working to get another killer off the hook for all you know. I was once in your position, Gina. I was the accused in a trial. Good night, Seth. Yeah, I'm gonna end stream right here soon in a bit. But yeah, I'll watch it. Sleep well, man. Love you, man. Good night. Before I left Japan, I was accused of murder. And strange as it might sound, the circumstances of the crime were pretty damning. I was sure that no one would believe it was me who'd done it. Fuck, I'm tired. I was sure that no one would believe it wasn't me who'd done it. Oh, Runo. But there was one person who stood up for me, who believed in me and was prepared to defend me. My best friend. Ryunosuke, no one believes in you more than I do. Leave this to me. All you need to do is put your faith in me, and I'll do the rest. I was so happy, I cried. But even then, somewhere inside me, I couldn't help thinking, surely he doesn't really believe in me. Not completely. But I was wrong. As soon as my trial began, it was obvious that he had an absolute, unwavering belief in me. And in turn, I developed an absolute, unwavering belief in him. Oh god Kazuma, fuck. Since then, I came to realize, if you want someone to believe in you, you have to believe in the other person first. What are you saying? I promise you, Gina, that no matter what happens, I'll keep believing in you. So you don't need to worry. I won't let you down. Even though I'm a diver and a no-good liar. You're not like McGilded. I know that. Huh? That's right. You're our friend, Ginny. Iris, we know you better than you think. And we've come to the conclusion that you're someone we can trust. Yes, that's really all we need to know. Exactly. Mr. Naruto, She's crying. Defendant Gina Lestrade and her legal representative. Court proceedings are about to resume. Please head into the courtroom immediately. Yes, of course. Thank you. I've been both a defendant and a defending lawyer in my time, so I knew only too well just how hard it was to put all your faith in another. And I also knew just how hard it was to bear the burden of another putting all their faith in you. This is it at last. The final chapter, the final battle. Wish me luck, Suzato-san. And I hope you're watching over me too, partner. Oh, fuck. 17th April, Old Bailey courtroom. Alright, we're in this shit, and that's where I ended, bro. Ooh. Yep. Shit's about to go down. Okay. We're back, and I think for the last time. We're back for the last time. Okay. Man, this shit was getting good. That shit was getting good. Oh man, I have to end it. It's getting late. It could go on longer. We're only at part 3. There could be a part 4. So I think we have at least about 2 hours left. I think we have about 2 hours left of the game. Maybe 2.5. Check this. Oh yeah. Let me go. Let me see. What the fuck is a siren? Oh my god, the fucking game looks like this? Jesus. I don't know the game looked like this. Jesus. Highest damage, 99999. Damage dealt, 163,000. What the fuck, bro? Hold on, can I rewatch that? Parried. Jump. Parried. Jump. Fuck. What the fuck? I kind of see what's happening, but I also have no clue what the fuck is going on. Oh, thank you, baby. I'm waiting for Noodles to tell us about the tech dimension, but MJ, that looked fucking crazy. Dude, man. I didn't know Expedition looked like that, man. I really haven't seen, like, whenever, here's the thing, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Whenever I hear things about a game, enough to know that I am gonna play it one day, I try my absolute fucking best to, like, stay far away from it, see nothing about it, try to hear nothing about it, you know, if I can help it. Because I want that experience for myself, especially when it comes to, like, single player or, like, story, like, driven games. That's how, like, I've been like old games too, bro. Like, I'm telling you, the next game we're gonna play, the next playthrough before Snake Eater, it's gonna be Sekiro, and I don't know anything about that fucking game. As far as Red Dead goes, I don't know a lot. I really don't know shit about that game besides like a story moment here and there that I've seen, like, you know, shit memed. There's like a fight in a bar room, you know? So I didn't know Expedition looked like that, dude. Jesus. I couldn't see what was happening, so you're farther than I am. The first time ever in a game, the twists have actually surprised me. That's good. I had that fucking issue too, MJ, with like movies, shows, games. My brain works too fast. I do, and I don't even like do it on purpose, man. Like, you can ask Mari. Like, we'll be watching a movie or a show together, and like within the first like half an hour to an hour of the movie or show, I'll be like, oh, this happened. And Mari just looks at me, she goes like, can you fucking not? And I'm like, I'm sorry. So when you actually have twists and stuff like that that work and land, I can appreciate it even more. The tech dimension operates under a very strict tyrannical government, the biomes being scrapyards, life pod cities, and agricultural cells. People's skin ranges from brown to white. Most citizens have some form of cybernetic augmentation with a variety of strength levels. The weapons of the tech dimension consist entirely of guns in various varieties. So that's on some cyberpunk shit. That's on some cyberpunk shit, Noodles. That sounds sick. Speaking of cyberpunk, bro, second season's already in production. There was like it was the second season of the anime. I don't know if it's still called Edge Runners, but there was like a tease for it today. I'm ready to cry again. But yeah, man. This game is man, it's crazy to say already that next stream is gonna be the last stream for Ace Attorney. Fuck, it sucks. I've been enjoying this so much, man. I love these games. And I hope you guys have been enjoying it too. But yeah, I'm gonna get some sleep. I'll be live tomorrow night. I don't know if I'll be playing this or something else. But again, yes, when I do stream Ace Attorney, it will be the last stream. It will be the finale stream for Ace Attorney. I'm excited. I'm gonna get some sleep, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Thank you for the likes. Please keep having, what would you say, life pods being the main cities, living quarters, citizens, agriculture cells is where the place for food, and the scrap yards are the polluted lands outside the pods. Ah, I see, yeah, the scrap yards. That's a good name for it. For like the dirty places, the dangerous places. But yeah, please keep having a great rest of your night, morning, day, afternoon, whatever time it is for you. Please keep having a good one, and I'll catch you guys next time. Good night, Noodles. Good night, MJ. Good night, everybody. Good night, good night.